deepest he's ever played. He's one win, and in this case, one swing perhaps, from the World Series. On the 7th pitch, Harper hits one in the air, left center field, back it goes! Harper, the swing of his life! Bryce Harper has the Phillies on the verge of the World Series.
And this is what I was talking about. He can go the other way. The ball was not up. The ball was out over the plate. He's strong enough. He's done it before. He inked a long deal, and this could be the defining moment for Bryce Harper and the Philadelphia.
Uh-oh, yes, sir. Ha ha. Hey, it's the what? The rec room. It's the rec room. Man, what it do though? It's a scary occasion. This is spooky occasion right now, man. It's the boys from the Rec Room Podcast, and we bring it to you live from the Honeycomb Hideout. Your baby mama just had to ride out, but we put some treats in her bag for her tricks. Ain't that right, Joe?
Yes, your boo. You sent your boo home with several treats for them tricks she performed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes. But you know what? Oh man, hold on.
Got some goodie bags for the kids and all that. You know,
I really see it turning into
early Halloween teens.
Early Halloween vibe right now. I don't know if you see it. We all masked up. We live right now, and I'm telling you what, man. I'm feeling the Halloween vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's permeating through the room. You know what I'm Jason. We got Jason. You know what I'm saying? We got you know what I'm saying? What
Michael Myers.
We got Mike, your boy Mike Sweat. You know what I'm saying?
We got YaBoyKWhit Shiesty.
Yeah, K Shiesty. You know what I'm saying?
And we got
Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog. But
we got Jay West.
Yeah, my man Jay West over here. You know
Jay West.
Anti-Semitic comments and all kinds of stuff. We're not doing those. I'm just kidding, you guys. But yo, you know what up, man? It's your boy YaBoyKWhit, man. And actually, we might as well go ahead and ride like we normally do. We got my man T Sweat, also known as T Sweat, but you can call him T Sweat.
T Sweat.
We got my man Jay on the MIC. Jay, what it do though? You got the dramatic pause. You got to pull the blicky out.
The Red Room did not cancel you.
No. And we got my man Coach Joey, aka Macomilly, aka Mac on your old lady with this candy bag.
What's happening? I ain't gonna lie, it's hot as hell with this mask.
And then you know me, man. It's your boy. Y'all already know me, man. It's your boy YaBoyKWhit, man. Your mama #1 draft pick, man, aka Hustle Westbrook, man. I left some Reese's and the baby Twixes inside of the bag for the churn, man. You know we got to do something for the churn.
I ain't gonna lie, Reese's, that's my favorite candy all the time. That's like number one on the list.
Ooh,
top tier.
You know what? This is getting a little steamy. Jesus.
Yeah, I like that word you had used earlier, permeating. I don't even know what it means.
yeah, you know.
The sweat is permeating.
Yeah. It's spreading through.
Dropping down to my beard. Like.
Yeah.
Instantly.
But yo, you know how we do, man. It's your boys from the Rec Room Podcast. It is our 21st episode. I don't know if you know, but big 21. So we in here doing it real large right now for the Halloween episode, man. You know Halloween is coming up. It's always a big deal out here in our town and in yours, because we know how they do, man. So we got to do it for not only the kids, but you know the adults as well. We having a great time, and you know what I'm saying. I think we might as well kick it off with some Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
So fellas, man, real quick, let's go around the table. When you was going to somebody's house, like what candy was in your bag that would make you bug out and just I got it? What candy was that, Joe?
It was them Reese's, man. I really enjoy those, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And them pink Starbursts.
Oh
yeah, that's facts.
Them be hitting. They hit.
Okay. Jay, what you got? Oh, you got one more?
Kids though, y'all remember them? I don't even know what they call them, but it was like in a strawberry wrapper. It was a wrapper that looked like a strawberry.
Yeah,
y'all remember that?
Yeah,
I rock with them too.
Yeah, the red and green top.
It's like
joints.
real kid friendly.
I think I got one of them in my pocket.
80s baby vibes right there.
Wait,
you might be. Oh, he got. Hey,
yo,
on God,
hey,
hey, this complete too late. That was off the top of the man. Ate one today. I'm jealous.
Hey. I had a couple of them joints. I ain't lying.
I'm gonna go run in your car and see if you got some left over.
Hey Jay, your candy choice for your Halloween. What was it, Jay?
Yo, before I get started, I like to say shout out to those Green Bay fans.
Oh man,
That's messed up.
they was hurt
A
on
lot
the
of
weekend.
cheese.
This is my costume. Thanks to y'all.
Right. You stole a win?
Yeah. As far as the candy,
Ski
Oh,
mask.
wait.
mask
I
up.
feel it. I feel
Ski
it.
mask God.
Right.
as far as the candy's concerned, I'm gonna go with I'm definitely gonna go with the Reese's. But dang man, I wasn't big on candy like that. I'm sorry, but
Right.
whatever I can get,
Yeah.
I try to make it something with peanut butter.
Right.
Everything else just didn't matter to me.
I feel that. I feel that.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Reese's is in the league right now. I don't know what's up, but Reese's peanut butter cups is definitely in the league.
I'll eat all of them, and then like just that candy will sit in my room for like 6
Yeah,
months to a year.
You ever found like a pack of Reese's like a month
And
later?
they be slightly melted,
And they be together like
but it done got, it done went room temperature and then kind of molded back together.
Right, yeah.
I like the little Reese's though, and the gold wrappers though, the little miniature ones. Remember those?
right. I done seen a couple of those right
Them be
there.
busting.
Hey, Sweat man, what was your favorite Halloween candy,
Since
man?
I say Reese's, I say Kit Kat.
Kit Kats?
Yeah, I used to tear them Kit Kats up, man.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I used to take the chocolate off of the wafer.
Wow.
Crazy.
And then just eat the cookies?
Yeah.
You just difficult, man.
It just made it last longer, you know.
I'm gonna go another route, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I was a blow pop fanatic. Okay.
Okay.
So like, my mom will attest to this, dog. I would get the blow pop, and then I would like, of course, you know what I'm saying, be doing my thing with it, and then boom, I just break the middle. Just forget it. Just go straight to the gum.
Yeah.
Go straight to the gum. But then on the flip side, right? On the flip side, so y'all remember the pixie sticks?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So I would finesse. I was the finesse king. So I would
forgot about
I would pour my pixie sticks on my blow pops.
Okay.
And God bless me, I've never had a cavity as a youth. But I don't know how. I don't know how I got escaped that way. I used to. I'm telling about.
That's
You get the blow pop. You put it in like a Sprite.
Yeah.
Then you put the pixie stick on top of the blow pop, and then you put it in the back, and then you eat it that way. I'm telling you, I just used to be bugging out for Halloween. I was a ninja for like 7 years. I would flip off of things. That was me. Straight up.
Y'all remember them? Remember the school store at the Dub? Back in the day?
Wow.
Remember them suckers with the lips that look like lips?
Wow. Yeah. I remember
Them used to
those.
be
Remember the
busted.
slices?
Slice pops. Wow. Slice pops. If you
Yeah,
don't
that
know,
peach one was like
if you don't know about the slice
graduation.
pops.
Like, it's the best ever. Like that peach was
Bruh.
the best ever. Bro.
Slice pops. Shout out to Cash and Carry.
To have a whole bag.
Yeah, you listen, bro. Then that bag be $5, and I would just.
Hey, that's where we got all our hustle from, bro. Like
Right.
the slices, bro. Like,
Right, slice. You had the bag of slice.
That was our hustle back then.
I'm gonna tell you my original hustle as far as candy, since we on that right there. I was the sugar Kool-Aid king for like 3 years.
What, the Ziploc bag?
Yes,
Oh, what?
I got
You get a
caught.
Kool-Aid packet,
Hey,
pour
boy,
it in the
selling
bag
them
with some
bags.
sugar,
With some sugar
shake
and
it up.
Yo.
And if you real,
Like,
this, I'm gonna tell you
if
how
you
you
ain't had
do
the
it.
pixie sticks just to get on
Oh,
the
he
pixie
made his
sticks
own
without
pixie
the
stick.
pixie stick.
I'm gonna tell you how you do it if you real. If you real, right? You go and get like some water and you just drop it in the bag, just like little drops, and you shake the bag up so you got like a couple hard pieces. Yeah, I used to finesse.
I never did that one.
I used to finesse sugar Kool-Aid. I'm telling you.
What?
Okay.
I'm telling you, try it out as an adult. Go get you some Kool-Aid packet. Fill up half this, like a quarter of the bag with sugar. Put the Kool-Aid packet, shake it up in there, and then put like little drops of water in the bag. Oh my God, you'll turn up.
Hey,
now,
look.
go ahead, Joe.
Speaking of the Halloween theme, though, I was gonna ask y'all boys, what's y'all favorite scary movie?
Wow. Ooh.
That's a good one.
What's your favorite scary movie?
You want to play a game? That's what.
Let's play a game.
See, I ain't into scary movies like that, but
Right.
that was more of a suspense and
slash
scare
thriller.
So yeah, thriller. Yeah.
Right.
I was into the Saws definitely.
Saw was just
Yeah,
They
I
had
know
one
it's
with
like
Samuel
more
L. Jackson in it,
modern than the original
yes,
classics.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Chris
Yeah,
Rock.
okay,
Chris
Chris Rock
Rock.
was in it.
I didn't see that one though.
I ain't see that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Those
those
like
are more,
7,
those
8
are more
of them.
recent. Yeah, it's a million saws. That man never did. He got like sisters, nieces,
Crazy.
his daughter doing the saws. I don't even know. Jay, what you got, man? You know what I'm saying? A scary movie. What you thinking?
I'm gonna see how long I keep this mask on.
This man gonna pass out. He had the show earlier. Rush.
I want the Kanye right now.
Right now, yeah.
Hold on, I don't have a stocking mask on, stocking cap or anything like that on.
Yeah, no, it's just
It's one of them
just
built
pure
for up north
double,
masks.
Right,
Can you
yeah.
imagine? that under.
Crazy.
Yeah,
on
the
top,
lining
man.
makes it probably cooler, but that,
I think I can make it.
you got it. You got it.
can make it.
Man, it got to be Freddie, man.
Wow, that's a
okay.
good one. That's a good one.
I can't watch it now. I look back at it and it's like the dumbest thing ever.
Right.
But
Getting sucked into a bed and then blowing up on your ceiling and all kind of stuff like that.
my sister took me to see that. I don't think she'll ever admit it, but she took me to see it, and I was like, oh, man, I was like 5. I don't know
Dang.
how she even got me in there.
Wow.
But I remember screaming and getting, she thought, she understood what was going on and snatched me up, took me out of there. But yeah, it was Freddie. Freddie. That's only why, because somebody took me to go see it, and it wasn't the right time for me to see it.
No, definitely wasn't appropriate at 5. I feel you.
Right, it was like 5. That kind of hurt.
All right, Joe, what you got for
I'm
your
gonna
scary
continue
movie?
the Freddy theme, but with a little spin. Y'all remember when they did the Freddy versus Jason movie?
that was
though?
dope.
Wow,
That
yeah.
was dope.
One of my
That was-
favorites.
I can look at. I can watch
when
that.
Freddie got in his dream and
Yeah, but
yeah.
my favorite scene was when Freddie was clapping them cheeks on the side of the building.
Oh, wow.
It was really funny. Like that was because Freddie he got some comedic
Yeah,
moments in his
yeah,
scary
he
movies
always
at
do,
times.
he
but
always do.
That was hilarious. Like
Yeah,
and
that
Kelly
was-
Rowland was in that one too. I think.
Kelly Rowland.
was fine. So
What y'all? I remember. I was younger, but I remember I can't remember which Friday the 13th it was. This is my favorite scary movie. But I thought and the black dude had fought Jason in the Windbreaker. Y'all seen that
I
one?
ain't seen
I
that.
think that one. I want to say that was Jason Takes Manhattan.
And the black dude was like, yo, I'm not scared of you, yo. And yeah, pretty much it didn't end good for the black man.
Word.
But I'm more of a suspense kind of guy when it comes to actually being scared. Like I ain't gonna stunt. Science scared the crap out of me for a long time when it first came out, because they never showed you the alien.
Yeah.
And then they finally show you at the end, at the very end, or that scene. I don't know. I'm not gonna spell. If you never seen Signs as an adult, you need to get your life together.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You can't spoil no more.
No, yeah. If you never
You can
seen
tell the
that,
people.
if you never seen that scene where they in the basement, and then they still haven't seen the aliens yet, and then the little boy is like, yeah, what's wrong? I'm okay. And then all of a sudden the alien hand is already downstairs and just slap him in the face, and he has an asthma attack. That bugged me out. So I'm more of a psychological thriller. Don't show me what's scaring me, but it's scaring me. So yeah, that's a good one for me.
Yeah.
And on a lighter note though, y'all remember them scary movies that came out the
Oh,
spoofs?
the
parodies.
scary movies. Yeah,
Buddy
the
with
parodies.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Wayans family. Yo, shout out to
Forever
the
funny,
Wayans family,
bro.
Marlon Wayans and Sean
Shout out
Wayans,
to the
man.
Wayans, man.
Forever
Real
funny,
talk.
bro.
Hey, while you watching, don't forget
Legends.
to like, share, and subscribe, and put your favorite scary movie down in the comments, man.
Yeah.
That's what we gonna do right here today. Hey, so we might as well go ahead and jump it off right now. So Jay, we got the headlines, my brother.
Headlines. Right, we should have all kind of stuff.
We need
going
that
on.
evil Shao Kahn Mortal Kombat laugh right now. That would have been perfect.
So Boston Celtics forward, we all know, everybody, if unless you're living under a rock. Boston Celtics forward Jaylen Brown, Los Angeles Rams defensive tackle Aaron Donald both announced basically that they're gonna be leaving Donda Sports, the agency founded by the artist formerly known as Kanye West.
Jesus.
I didn't know he was formerly known.
Yeah,
but
they call him Ye.
They call him
Wanna
Ye
be known
now,
as
just-
Ye.
Sorry,
Yay.
everybody. All right. Well, basically, he had some anti-Semitic comments he made on a famous podcast or show. The basically announcements came hours after Adidas terminated its relationship with the rapper, who rapper, I can say rapper, artist, businessman. Kind of tough. We're gonna talk about that later, but
We're gonna bring it up. Yep.
also, not better news. We have Brittany Griner. They basically the appeal was denied.
Wow.
Crazy.
It's 9 years, man.
9 years, G. In Russia at that.
I want to make no joke, but somebody in Douglas County, Georgia right now is like, could be worse. Could be worse.
Word.
Could be worse, man. It's crazy over something that it's kind of in limbo right now as far as nationwide, worldwide. Something being looked at as a drug or however you look. But I'm not gonna get into the politics of that. But you know, and it's just
Did we ever talk about that on the show? Like what they really want to do and all that. We ain't gonna get deep into it, but Russia really wants to trade a well-known arms dealer for Brittany Griner.
Well, from what I hear now, I'm sorry, Joe. From what I hear now is that U.S. offered him up.
Russia they want more.
Nah, Russia ain't speak on it.
They in the middle of a war with Ukraine anyway.
They offered him up. U.S. offered him up, thinking that like okay, y'all take him. From what they're saying, Russia didn't even. But who knows? Who knows?
But I think that's pretty deep. That and prayers out for it because I'm sure that's like a really disheartening thing for. And I saw on another interview for that Brittany Griner's wife, was basically saying she feels like lost right now, or like we forgot about. People forgot about her, but her thoughts and the thoughts of the WNBA and her NBA family are still with her. Different athletes who have connections in Russia have made attempts to try to pull some type of democracy move to help her out. I saw that Roy Jones Jr., who is also in the world of boxing, and, boxing is really heavy in between the United States and America right now. Not the United States and America, but United States and Russia. What I'm saying? He was trying to use some type of diplomatic move to try and help her out because, of course, I can't think his name, Keslov, one of the big Russian promoters over there who's tied into a lot of things in Russian politics. They was trying to assist that. So it's difficult to hear, and I'm sure my prayers go out to Brittany Griner and her family and her fiance or her wife, I think. But yeah, hopefully what's my man Uncle Joe Biden step in on this, man. Holla at your boy and holla at Brittany Griner for real.
Yeah.
Anybody want to touch on that? Nobody else?
Nah, I was just hoping that she did get a good appeal or whatever, but it didn't happen, so I don't really got nothing to say, man. It's just unfair.
It's an unfortunate situation, man. Hopefully, I'm not sure. I guess she'll be able to appeal again sometime soon, in the future, and hopefully, U.S. be able to make a deal by then. Hopefully, we can get her home by the end of the year, man.
Yeah, that'd be a great Christmas. Great start of the next year. Let's just pray about it.
Let's be optimistic, man.
Right, kid. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's keep the prayers up. Everybody, don't forget. You know what I'm saying? Prayer hands in the comments for Brittany Griner right now. We're just gonna keep it going. Jay, we got more headlines, right?
No, well, I'm pretty much, that's it. No more headlines. Like I look at those two things. It's just some, everything else is pretty much centered around, our major sports, that we're gonna get into later.
Okay, cool. So, what I'm saying? Thanks, Jay, for getting it kicked off for the homeboys. We're going to jump right into it because you know why? We got our favorite time of the year right about now where we got sports on top of sports on top of sports. We got baseball, basketball, hockey just came back. Football still going on strong.
Yeah.
College football going on strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, we go where they don't go. So, you know what I'm saying? We haven't talked about hockey yet, but we going to get back into hockey. So, first off and foremost,
baby.
Yeah, first off foremost, we're going to get on the ball and not on the ball. We're going to touch all the bases, right?
Touch them all.
Right, that diamond talk. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to jump right into that. Jay, what's the baseball joints about right now, bro?
Which team touched the broom?
Hey man, we ain't ask you that, brother. We didn't ask you that. but of course we gonna get into that too. Jay, go ahead, man.
No.
What's yours, free?
Oh yeah.
Oh look. So how do you feel about your Yankees?
Like a hippie.
Listen,
man.
man.
Yeah. How do you feel about your Yankees losing, man? I don't understand why we're going away.
You about to
from
be
it.
smoking
Listen,
like the hippies.
Because the headlines. I mean, if you really look at it, I mean, we only got 2 teams left.
2 teams left. A lot of other teams that were involved are no longer involved. Braves, all right, including the Padres.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Nationals. You know what I'm saying? And yes, also the Yankees, man. I as an avid Yankee fan, I was highly upset to say that through 3 games, just 3. Are you serious? Just 3 games? We in there, we out of there?
Yeah, it's
and
pretty much a sweep like we were talking about.
Right, exactly. And to have like the season that we were having is very disheartening. So that goes for pretty much both New York teams. I mean, the Mets, same deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Mets best season they've had in decades, pretty much put to rest by an unsuspecting team. And who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's pretty much like the luck of the draw when it comes to baseball. That's why some people refer to it as saying the most challenging sport, because really like they say any given Sunday, any pitching lineup you can be out of there, man. So big shouts out to Aaron Judge for the the record setting season that he's had so far. Let's go Yankees, man. One more year to get ready. One more offseason to get ready. Some more money. Listen, and then
a whole lot of money.
Don't get me wrong. This is going to be an exciting offseason because somebody got to pay Aaron Judge. I don't know who. I'm going to praise the Yankees. Mess around, he go to the Mets. Get some money. You know what I'm saying? To be real with you. And Jake like that. Jail. Nah, he
Atlanta.
Nah, he gonna stay uptown.
Atlanta.
He gonna stay uptown. You know what I'm saying? And why? And a lot. And this is the year. And this is the year that I've been. As I've been doing my research, the off season for baseball is gonna throw around billions of dollars for pitchers. These pitchers is going. Just watch what I say. But for real though, Aaron Judge. That's gonna be the headline whenever that move is made. Shout out to the Steinbrenner family. Go ahead and open up the bank, back up the Brinks truck for your boy Aaron Judge. Okay, people, I'm telling you this. Whatever's going on in New York, the city will shut down. Times Square, Manhattan, all the boroughs will be silent as Aaron Judge is putting pen to paper when he signs that contract, however much it is, because it will be.
Think he might get a half of Billy.
The thing is, in baseball, Joe. Even if
that sounded long.
Even if it's like that, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be 10 years, 400 million. You know what I'm saying? Which in baseball, like that's not unheard of. You know what I'm saying? 10 years, 40. Every year you getting 40 million. That's not unheard of in baseball, man. You know what I'm saying? Just ask Jay about the Bobby Bonilla contract. He's still getting he's still getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So who knows, man? I'm really looking forward to it. Now, when we going forward, right now, right? Looking at the matchup that we have as of the other day, you know what I'm saying? We pretty much got it set up right now. All we know is the Phillies, of Philadelphia. So big shouts out to them. And the Houston Astros, big shouts out to them, are going to go head to head starting this Friday, October the 28th. And we are going to be, we're going to be pretty much, nailed to our chairs to watch at least this first game. Because if you know anything about Houston Astros baseball, the first game determines the worst games for the majority of the time of the other team. But at the same time, right now, the Philadelphia Phillies, I don't know if you know, are setting up a postseason unlike any other. And I got a couple cues we're gonna throw out there for. Okay, so let's pay attention to what's going on. All right now, okay, in the NL East, we got the Philadelphia Phillies with a record of 87-75. All right, with a home record of 47-74 and a away record of 40-41. Okay, the Houston Astros right now, what they got going on is 106-56 record. 55-26 at home and 51-30 away. All right. So let's think about what makes the postseason really exciting, right? Offense and defense. Now, offensively, let's say the star at bat right now for the Houston Astros is my man, the shortest man on the field, but the biggest heart you ever seen, Jose Altuve. All right. Right now, Jose Altuve's in the postseason. He's already played 7 games. He had 32 at-bats, 3 runs, 3 hits, and 1 double so far on a .921 on-base percentage. That's a big thing, okay? Second baseman, and he off, which technically means he bats first in the lineup for the Houston Astros. And if you saw Game 1 of the Yankees-Houston series, Astros series, you see why he bats leadoff. I mean, his on-base percentage is a .921. That means that little man gets around, period. All right, that first one, batting leadoff, is always sets the pace, and Jose Altuve does it very, real often. I'm telling you. So, and don't forget about the rest of the people in the lineup, like Jeremy Pena, Yordan Alvarez, Alex Bremen, Kyle Tucker, Yuli Gurriel, and Trey Mancini. Okay. Then for the Phillies, you know what I'm saying? On the opposite, you got kind of like a dichotomy, you know what I'm saying? You got a smaller player, but then you got one of the biggest players in the game, right? We got Bryce Harper. Everybody knows Bryce Harper, prodigal son of baseball, you know.
Freshest man on the field.
Right. The freshest man on the field. He's got arm sleeves.
The LeBron of the major.
Yeah, really technically almost like the LeBron of baseball. All right. So Bryce Harper right now has got a batting average of .419 in the postseason. He's already hit 5 home runs, 11 RBIs, and an on-base percentage of .444. All right. He's had 18 hits, and pretty much he bats 4th in the lineup with my man Kyle Schwarber, Reese Hoskins, Alec Baum, JT and Nick Castellanos, and Bryson Scott and Gene Segura. Okay, big deal. Now, one thing that's also happening on the low is the Scott brothers.
Real Muto.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's a dude.
That's a dude, right? Okay, so they out here in the streets. This is actually a huge deal. The Scott brothers just faced each other with the Padres and the Phillies, and of course that was the first brother tandem to play against each other. Alex Scott got a hit off his brother Alan. I think that's what it was. I was watching that game. It was pretty dope. And then now we're talking about pitching. We've been talking about pitching for the whole season in the baseball, right? So we're not going to go through the whole pitching staff, but we're going to talk about the aces, the guys that start off, that lead off in the bullpen. I don't know if you know anybody by this name, but Justin Verlander, hello, we're going to page him because, first of all, Justin Verlander is on first ballot way to Cooperstown. Don't ask no questions. When he puts the gloves down, Justin Verlander is going to Cooperstown, going to have his glove retired. He's been playing baseball and been winning games, all right? But in the postseason, he's already played 2 games. He's pitched 10 innings. He's only had 13 hits. He's only given up 7 runs. He's only given up 2 home runs and 14 Ks. Y'all heard me? 14. Okay? That's a lot. They almost, I mean, had he not been an old man, or he's not an old man, but had he not been an older pitcher, they might have let him pitch the whole game. Mm-hmm. And he got 11. And the thing is, he got 14. He got 11 in game 1. What type of madness is that as far as pitching? You know what I'm saying? So it's a pitching matchup as far as this goes. But then when we talk about the Phillies, we got, you know what I'm saying, Thor, that's what they call him, you know what I'm saying, because he's got the locks, the long flowing locks coming out of the head. When he's standing on the mound, the wind is blowing through his hair. It looks like a Marvel character. We got Noah Syndergaard, all right? Noah Syndergaard has already pitched 3 games. He's done 5.1 innings. He's gotten 3 hits, 1 run, 1 home run, and 4 Ks. I know that sounds like a big difference between 14 and 4, but the point is, even in them 5 innings, nobody's hitting on Noah Syndergaard right now. So pitching is big time, okay? And then last but not least, of course, you got to talk about the managers. Right now, we got Rob Thompson. Rob Thompson is being the manager for in place of Joe Girardi. Joe Girardi, who was the Yankees manager, okay? But we ain't gonna talk about that right now. But Joe Girardi got fired from the Phillies, okay, because he should have stayed. He's behind in New York. But Rob Thompson took over. Rob Thompson was a catcher for Detroit back in 85 and 88. You know, the golden days. He's from Canada. They play a little baseball in Canada. Shout out to Canada. And then you know, we got the historic figure on the other side of Dusty Baker. That's right, Johnny Dusty Baker. All right. We know he's got an illustrious career. He's been a little bit everywhere. Manager, Washington, player, he played for the Oakland A's, the San Francisco Giants, the Dodgers, and the Braves with your boy Willie Mays. So there you go. I know y'all want some Braves love, okay? And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? As a player, Dusty Baker got a World Series ring in 1981 with the LA Dodgers. So Dusty Baker, when he puts up his managers, whatever managers write lineups on, Cooperstown, one-way ticket, straight in, first ballot, no questions. He's going. Black man on a baseball field, doing it big.
Look like Aaron.
Yeah. He look. And listen, Dusty Baker look like your favorite uncle. He be out. They be showing them little cutaways of Dusty Baker. He be out there chewing sunflower seeds, man, and spitting. Oh man, Dusty Baker be spitting. All right. So big shouts out to them. So as we went through those things, I want y'all to take into account. I've mentioned several factors. Let's get some early predictions from the table here at Rec Room Sports. Jay, what it do? Tell me what you thinking. Who we got? At least game one. Let's just do game one. Game one sets the tone for the series. Jay, what you thinking?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Astros game one.
What you thinking? Why you saying with the Astros, bro?
I think the pitching is gonna overcome. I don't know. I think Bryce is on the mission. I think like I say, he's the freshest man out there on the field. He's on the mission. It's the right time for him to capture the moment.
So you going Phillies?
Hold on.
Okay.
But with pitch, I think pitching is going to neutralize. I think they're going to have little butterflies. I think game one is going to be on a slight slump. Not quite sure. I think the Phillies are going to. Okay, we're talking about one game. I'm gonna stay with the Astros. I'm gonna stay with the Astros. It's Phillies. You know what? Phillies.
Wow.
Phillies.
That's what I'm talking about. Go
Phillies.
out there. We taking the dogs on this one. That's what we're doing. We talking about sports betting. We taking the dogs, the underdogs, the Philadelphia Phillies. What do you think about it? T Sweat, your boy T Sweat, holla at me.
I say Astros. Astros home, right?
Yeah. Our first game. Game
one.
one.
Gonna win that first one, definitely.
Game one. They call it the Trop. You know what I'm saying? They're playing in the Trop. It's the biggest indoor dome stadium with all kinds of. I've never been. I want to go. If anybody know guy can give me the hookup to the Trop out there in Houston, I'm trying to go. Joey, Coach Joe, I know. We just now started coaching baseball, but give me a prediction, my guy.
I'm gonna roll with Mattress Mac, and I'm gonna roll with H-Town.
Okay.
And the Astros, man.
And the Astros.
I go out on a limb. Astros in 6.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
That's what's up. Now, I'm gonna take this out as well. I'm gonna take the back end right there, and I'm gonna say, look, man, Dusty Baker, Jose Altuve, Yordan Alvarez, it's kind of, and then like what Jay mentioned, pitching, we got Justin Verlander letting his arm sit in the freezer for how many days? And then he gonna come out there and throw that heat, that high heat, that dirty stuff. Man, come on, bro. I think that's gonna play into effect right there, man.
Or he can get ambushed, and that can be it for him. If he gets ambushed, that's gonna tell you a lot about how the series is gonna go.
Because the thing is, and you're correct, that front end of the Phillies lineup right now is hot. Their OPS as a collective is above a 5, which means let's say the first 4 people, 2 of them getting on base. Now if the third person is Bryce Harper, everybody going home. Everybody. Okay, so we gotta look into it like that. So Jay, I like your pick with the Phillies. I'm gonna roll with my Uncle Dusty and them, and see what goes on in the first one, and then we're gonna revisit this, man, because you know what I'm saying. Jay, you finally took it off. You had to take it off. I honestly, I got my joint at the top of my head, and I'm starting to feel it too. But you know what I'm saying. So in real life, we're gonna see what happens. So we got 2 and 2 for the Phillies, 2 for Houston. We're gonna see what happens Friday, October the 8th, Game 1, World Series. I can't wait. I know you can't either. And then we're gonna go ahead on, man. Let's move on to On the Ball with these football headlines. That was my scary laugh.
Got you, man. So we gonna let's talk a little bit about what's going on right now, man. One, we got the Jets trade. We got James Robinson.
Man, T Sweat, man, how you feel about your roster? Just
Stop. They're not tanking.
that's all. Yep, T Sweat is not in agreement. He is not in agreement with this.
So
with this trade.
the Jets trade for Jaguars James Robinson, which happened fresh off the heels of Breece Hall injuring his ACL for the year. He's out for the season.
And he was on a roll too, bro.
He was probably was going to offensive rookie of the year, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And he was actually gaining some
special.
steam. He was I think he was, he was kind of probably halfway, maybe 3/4 of what he could have been at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's tough, man, with Breece Hall going out. But that's a pretty big, I don't know, man. That's kind of like, you kind of thought that they were like, they're in trouble now. Not really with the fact that they have
Michael Carter.
exactly,
Yeah.
and they kind of just re-upped and was like, nah, we're gonna keep it moving.
We dropped the ball on that, man.
I mean, but for real though, one of the things that I know from watching a couple shows is that the running back room for the Jaguars is actually really full, like in comparison to some other teams like the 49ers, and I know Jay will get into that as well. So I mean, you might not have nothing to worry about, bro.
ETN looking good, man.
Yeah,
I
and
think
ETN's looking good.
what made it so
You gotta
easy for
stop
them
the
to part
fumbles,
ways,
though, man.
what made
You
it
gotta
easy,
stop
so easy to part ways with James Robinson was the fact that ETN had a monster game this past Sunday.
Yeah.
He really did some special things.
And we
I honestly think James Robinson wasn't happy about the touches he was getting.
I mean,
I don't think that was the
I
agreement.
think that was a little
Like,
issue too behind
yeah.
the scenes.
They paying him a lot of money too.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's
they're paying him a lot of money to be
Jaguars
second.
made a money move. That's why I feel like they accepted that for sure.
And to be real with you, you know what I'm saying? At one time it was looking more. You know what? Not to throw you off, Jake, but you know what it reminded me of, y'all. Y'all remember that Chris Johnson, Lindale White, Tennessee Titan?
Yeah.
It reminded me very much of
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But remember, Lindale White was actually getting paid more than Chris Johnson for about 2-3 years until CJ2K got that 2,000 yards. So. Hey, so big shouts out to your man's going to New York, baby.
Ain't no big shots out.
Hey, we got Kansas City defensive end Frank Clark basically suspended for 2 games, but for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy.
Wow.
Basically in September, Clark pleaded no contest in Los Angeles to 2 counts of misdemeanor possession of an assault weapon. Wow. Assault weapon in Los Angeles.
We say when we say an assault weapon, we talking like
You can't have no guns in LA now.
yeah. LA is more like New York, so we saying assault weapon like AR-15.
I didn't quite get. I didn't think about that until just now. Like, dang,
Might be a Draco, might
who knows? man?
Yeah.
just don't know.
Yeah, we never know,
Not
man.
supposed to have it though.
Yeah, so he was sentenced to 1 year probation and 40 hours of community service.
That's it.
Hey, man, you
Got
got
that money, man.
Yeah. Listen, I play
Man,
football.
gotta get back on the field.
I be signing autographs on the side of the road all the time. If I be working, bring people in to park the cars, get my 40 hours out the way.
That's how you gonna do it, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, how you doing? Let me sign your autograph. Let me get these 40 hours out the way, B. For real, man. Gotta get them out the way, Joe. For real.
All right, man. Okay.
I volunteered to beach or something like that. Venice.
You gonna pick up
You
trash
know.
and sign autographs?
I don't even know what I'd probably do something like that. Yeah.
That'd be cool though. You know what I'm saying? Not only am I gonna sign autographs and women, but I'm gonna pick up the trash on Venice Beach. I think that would be dope.
So Mike Evans, autograph or no?
They said they cleared him. They cleared him.
Would you get Mike Evans' autograph?
I'm just trying to. I'm not. And specifically speaking, the refs, the officials that they claim asked Mike Evans for an autograph. Do you think,
Well,
that the claim that there was no autograph asked for or requested at all? Do you believe that?
listen, it's it's one of those things, man.
Do you think? Hold on. Do you think without the lady in the background saying, "Oh, look, wow, I thought that they're not supposed to be doing that." You think like without that comment, do you think that would have been a thing?
Without the comment, I don't think it would.
Right. That was weird. And I've seen it before. I've heard of it before. I've heard of refs, especially refs. You know, when you got the greatest quarterbacks of all time, you know, that you're actually officiating. You mean to tell me you never asked Peyton Manning for anything after the game? Or say after the game, hey man, can you give me one of those gloves? Anything? Anything?
Can I get a knee pad, man?
Dang.
They just asked him for anything. It's the GOAT, bro. It's the GOAT.
All right, so, and then we're gonna get into everything, but we're gonna get into the schedule. But the Titans basically gonna be you know, they released the renderings of their new stadium, which people claim looks like a huge Topgolf.
Wow.
I think it's what? How many billion? 2 billion?
Like 3 or 4 billion. Billion with a B.
So yeah, that's gonna be huge. And I'm gonna look more into it. Basically, it should be, I think, close to the old stadium. I'm gonna look into it, but
I was just about to ask you that.
Huh?
I was just about to ask you that because you know you have a lot of more experience on the road and haven't been in that area.
Actually, like Nissan Stadium, it's compared to, it's close to downtown, but it's not the best area as far as the stadium is concerned. I want to say there's a truck stop like right across the street.
Is that a good
That's
thing?
that rugged Titans.
Lot lizards.
I haven't. I'm sorry, but I haven't. You know, I've never. Crazy thing. Crazy story. I don't want to bring that up.
Right,
but no, had nothing to do with that. I happened to fall asleep in a truck with no bed and fell asleep like overnight. I had to sleep because I couldn't drive. I remember I was right at that truck stop and I had to sleep in that truck with no bed.
In Tennessee?
Yeah, in Nashville, like right there.
Okay.
But anyway, it's a crazy area. It's like undeveloped. Man, we gonna see. It's gonna be. They gonna make it. They gonna make it.
They gonna make it into something.
Right.
Now.
They gonna make it. You know, nice. And like that's the thing now. I think when you put that much money into a stadium, I think the city is like asking, like you have to give some type of commitment to the city, like developing and making
the area.
Yeah, like bring jobs to the area.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah.
You got to do more than what it used to be, and what it still is with a lot of stadiums, where you make a right turn after you head down the block, you know, and you like, where are we? Are we safe? Are we in danger? Like, what's going on?
Hey,
you know, so
you know what stadium that reminds me of, and I am not trying to knock it. I am not trying to knock it, but that reminds me of the Mercedes, not the Mercedes-Benz Dome, but what's the one in New Orleans? New Orleans is the Mercedes-Benz. That's Atlanta.
It
is the Mercedes.
It used to be.
It used to be.
Yeah, they just lost the rights of it.
But in New Orleans Dome, man,
Superdome.
Yeah, the Superdome, right? You bust 2 turns. It is. Yeah, it's one of them joints, man. You know what I'm saying? Lil Woe there.
Caesar Superdome.
Lil Woe there.
A long time ago, you used to leave the Georgia Dome, and I mean, you didn't have to walk but down the street. But it's just time, so you just walk out like, yo, you kidding me, man? Y'all really have it looking like this out here. But you know, that's gonna be big for the NFL. It's gonna be big for the city. It's gonna bring a lot of Nashville for some reason. Is like the bachelorette party capital of America for some reason.
It's a big melting pot out on the real. That's what I heard though.
I don't understand that, but yeah, yeah. So it's just bring a lot to the city. But I mean, not much more for football other than the fact that it's been a great season so far.
Hey,
very competitive, a lot of parity. You know, this week's schedule has been pretty rough, especially for those Patriots.
Lots of ups and downs this week, right here. Lots of ups and downs. I can't even lie to you, bro. I mean. But it's some ups. It's in the NFC East. It's some ups this week, man. We gonna talk about them. Hey, Sweat, you ready?
Oh, speaking of which, the Patriots and the Bears.
Oh man, yeah, number one, Patriots and Bears, man. So last night, Monday night game, Justin Fields, man, just like and we watching him progress. Yeah, I'm sure you caught that Monday night. Tell me what you saw as far as that was concerned.
I saw Justin Fields popping off the screen. I mean, early and often, utilizing his legs. One of the best scramblers in the league. When you think about the Chicago Bears, you really don't think about a lot of playmakers on the outside. But Darnell Mooney has been rising to the occasion as of late. He had a couple big plays, and then the backfield tandem and David Montgomery and Herbert, both scoring touchdowns. They made plays as well. Mac Jones starting for the Patriots, in my opinion, was a mistake. They benched him and went to Zappy, who was the hot hand. And I think they should have rolled the hot hand. It might have would have been a different outcome, or a better game, more competitive game.
He did come in and immediately
he did some good things, but then he started making some turnovers because that Bears defense was playing some good football as well.
Shout out to the Bears defense.
I was pleasantly surprised. I thought the Patriots was going to shut them down. Usually, Bill Belichick dials up a good defensive game plan against a young quarterback, but not this time.
But they mentioned it several times in the pregame and during halftime that Bill Belichick did mention that during halftime. I mean, not during halftime, but that Justin Fields is one of the most dangerous players on the field when he has the ball in his hand, because it's more sporadic. Like you can kind of tell what's going on with Lamar, but you don't know what Justin Fields is going to do. So that's that. I think that kind of played a part into it, man. But I think it was an awesome game, a great win for a young quarterback. And you know what I'm saying, that Bears defense is like the Bears, like the mystique of the Bears is built on the back of defense.
Right.
So you know what I mean. But normally it takes a couple weeks for a defense to show up on a regular during the season. So week 7 for the Bears, Justin Fields coming out. I mean, maybe would you guys consider this a turnaround week possibly for the Bears? It was a fluke. The fugazi, if it's going away.
I mean,
I want no fluke.
I wouldn't say it was a fluke. It was just. I wouldn't say it's a defining moment, because that's a Patriots.
Bless you, boy.
Team. That's That's a Patriots team that's kind of on the mend as far as just getting it consistent. They had a lot of injuries. So on both sides of the ball, they look good for the first time I ever seen. That I could say that, but I wouldn't say that they're gonna take this and you can use it as momentum. Let's see what they have next week.
One fact for that game, real quick: Bears ran the ball 45 times, so that might be their new recipe. Play some good defense and just consistently run.
Cowboys, what you said?
You gotta run against that Cowboys defense.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
All right, man. So you know what time it is with me, man. I'm hot.
What you hot about?
I'm hot about this one, son. Okay. First of all, let me tell you what happened. All right. So the Steelers and the Dolphins played 10-16. All right. At first, it looked like it was going to be like a really close 7-10, 13-10. But you know what I'm saying, Tua Tagovailoa coming back. I wish no ill will on this young man. He already has been through several traumatic experiences. You know what I mean? While he's been out with his concussion and going through the concussion protocol, but I wanted our defense to put the fear of God in him once again. And I didn't want him to be hurt. But I wanted our defense to do just a little more, because you know what I'm saying? Right now, starting with a rookie quarterback, you know what I'm saying, who by the way threw a great pass to Pickens in the corners from Georgia. Shout out to Freeport Donnie. Love it when we talk about Georgia and the Bulldogs. We're gonna talk some more about them later on in the show. But you know what I'm saying? I thought that was kind of a preview of what could happen going forward. But the more established offense took place, and it seems as though, hey man, Jalen Wilder, Tyreek Hill, although not in action like they were at the beginning of the season when Tua was like all the way there and he was throwing bombs, but this game did seem to take a little bit of away from both sides of the ball for the Steelers. So unfortunately, the Steelers lost 10-16, but I'm still optimistic about the future for us. I'm just gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a bust of a season, but I'm optimistic because he do look good. Like Kenny Pickett do look good. I can't lie, he look good sometimes.
Pickett to Pickens is gonna be a thing in the future.
Right, P to P.
You think Chase Claypool?
You know, and to be real, somewhere in what I think is going to happen, somebody's got to go. And we're gonna try and take a blueprint from, and I've heard this on some ESPN stations too, that they're considering trying to take a page of the Jets Jaguars blueprint and kind of have a flash sale right now, get some good second round, third round, fourth round. Maybe Chase Claypool gets out of there. We're not going to trade fire move, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not gonna get Definitely not gonna get Minka Fitzpatrick out the backfield. But there also, you know, Deontay Jordan, Washington, maybe, you know what I'm saying. There's a couple pieces that are interesting on the offense and the defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers that are possibly on the move or maybe on the move because, you know, and we'll talk about it later. It's not next, but a team to look at is like look what Carolina did. You know what I'm saying? Moving, you know what I'm saying, Christian McCaffrey. You know, that's a second, third, and fourth round pick in next year, and a fifth, which is conditional in the year following. A move like that for the Steelers could set us up real big going forward. So I'm looking forward to that. Going on next, we got the Chiefs and the Niners. Speaking of Christian McCaffrey, so if y'all don't know, if you was under a rock, Christian McCaffrey of the Carolina Panthers, running back. Really good guy, really cool, reads a lot of Bruce Lee books. Got traded to the San Francisco 49ers for for everything in the kitchen sink as far as the draft is concerned, in my opinion. And then messed around and played. His first week.
They played him on some limited snaps. He had 8 carries for 38 yards, 2 catches,
right?
For like 20-something yards. But the story of this game was Patrick Mahomes.
How Mahomes
he was, threw for over 400 yards, 423 yards to be exact, 3 touchdowns.
Right.
Juju looking like
you saw
Juju.
Juju, two touchdown Juju.
Yeah, 123 yards, 7 catches.
Speaking of Steelers and trades, right?
Van Der Scouting, he had over 100 yards. So man, look, Patrick Mahomes was definitely utilizing his weapons all across the field, and the 49ers defense was just banged up. Definitely could not contain him at all.
Hey, Valdez Scantling was in Green Bay last year, right?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Dang, I know Aaron don't like that, man.
They got to make a trade for a receiver out there.
Shout out to the Chiefs coaching staff, man.
Yeah, you know,
they do a great job, man.
Bieniemy.
That offense is ridiculous.
I've been watching the little snippets of Travis Kelce and his brother's podcast. It's hilarious. Y'all should watch it. But the thing that he keeps mentioning when they talk about Andy Reid is how Andy Reid is such a player's coach that nobody knows that Andy Reid is a player's coach, but he's such a player's coach that he literally asked them like, what you want to do, like what's your favorite route, where you like to go when you see this type of coverage, how do you know how to react, and he teaches them. And Travis Kelce gives all of the credit to the coaching staff because Andy Reid pretty much directed him to say, okay, well, if you're the tight end and we got this coverage and this man's here, that man goes there, you got this whole space wide open. All you gotta do is turn around. And Travis Kelce is the king at going 7, 8, 9 yards in between 2-3 people and turning around and the ball be right on him. And he always, and then, you know, he not easy to bring down. So now he gets another 3 or 4 yards, after, you know, and so big shouts out to Killer Trav out there in KC, man, and you know what I'm saying, Killer Mac Mahomes out that thing, man, it's crazy.
All right, what game we got here?
Oh, we got
coming up next. We got the Broncos and the oh my God, we talking about
semi snoozer
doo sticks,
man. We lost more game than excitement, I guess. Well, the Jets lost more. Hold on for a second. Are we talking about the Jets right now?
85-2. We talking about the Jets right now.
5-2, man.
Jets.
Jets. Hey man, shout
out.
Been
5-2 since.
Shout out to my dog, Kareem Muse, right? That's his team.
Hey,
yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying.
They got something to cheer about. Hey, look, man.
Great score.
Right now they'll be in the playoffs.
Great score. What it do? You know what I'm saying.
They winning that division right now?
I think so.
Second.
They second behind the Dolphins.
No, behind the On the Bills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
My fault.
I said the same thing. I was like, yo, they went into the division. I was like, nah. Matter of fact, I forgot about wow.
But let's keep it real funky right now. Who thought that the quarterback would make an quarterback would make a guest appearance in this uniform this year and be dynamic as you know what I'm saying as he has been so far?
Well, I think that the running game is kind of hiding Zach Wilson. I really think they ain't deploying him like utilizing him like
That's
that.
right.
They really just running that ball and playing some
Breece Hall
solid
been doing it.
defense,
Yeah.
man. Unfortunately, Breece Hall is out for the season with the ACL injury. But Michael Carter, in my opinion, is a pretty good back as well.
Right.
High top pick for them a couple of years ago.
Right.
And then they traded for James Robinson, so they're trying to shore up and make sure that they can still run that thing on you.
Mm-hmm.
And they got some playmakers outside with Garrett Wilson. We'll see what they do with Elijah Moore if they play him. They had an unfortunate injury to Corey Davis. I'm not sure how serious that one is, but he's going to be out for some time. So maybe Elijah Moore can step in and get some productivity. Hopefully they get right with him. But I like what the Jets are doing, especially that defense, man. Salah has that defense playing good. Sauce Gardner, he's playing really great football right now.
That young man is a beast. Can I tell y'all a quick story?
What's happening?
So I took a trip, right?
Where you went to?
To Buffalo Wild Wings.
Ooh.
And I said to this lady, I said it, Jake. You know what I said?
What you told
Can I
me?
get some wing?
I said, can I get the sauce?
Sauce.
I said, can I get it? Can I please have some? And she
Was it
looked at-
permeating?
She she looked at me. She looked at me and she was tripping. She was like, "Wait a minute, what you mean the sauce?" And I was like, "Ma'am, come on now. It was Saturday, so college football was on. If it was Sunday, she might have thought about it quick." I like, "Come on, man, the sauce." And I ain't gonna tell you what she told me because she actually did a really good job as a waitress, but she gave me the sauce recipe on the low. I don't think she meant to, but she sure did. And I was
What's this employee's name?
I can't. Yeah, we can't. I can't.
You gonna call her saucy?
Right. I ain't gonna do her like that.
It's
but we gonna
saucy.
call her waitress B. Okay. Really nice lady. Came and told me the recipe, and I said, "Dang, that's what it is." But then you know what I'm saying, I hit like 3 wings because I had like some dry rub, nothing on them.
Yeah.
Hit them like 3 wings. It was pretty good. So big shouts out to Sarge Garner, man. It's actually probably paying off in Buffalo Wild Wings right now.
Word. Hey, next up we got the Raiders and the Texans, 38-20. Josh Jacobs is
A man.
killing it right now.
A man, bro.
Top 5 running back in the league right now. He's on a contract year. They didn't extend him for the 5th year.
Oh, he mad too.
And he's like, look, somebody going to pay me. Y'all might not want to pay me, Vegas, but I'm about to get a deal. He's running through them guys. Devontae Adams is clicking. Even Derek Carr is clicking.
Yep.
No Waller, no problem. Winfro still out there trying to get in the mix. Mac Hollins, who keeps pleasantly surprising me, making big plays.
Big
at a
plays.
touchdown.
Big plays.
And then Houston, on the other hand, Davis Mills had a pretty good game. And
If it wasn't for maybe a few of like maybe 3 or 4 plays,
Yeah.
Davis Mills had a chance on possibly taking the game over and winning.
Yeah, he had a nice little showcase. And then Damian Pierce, man, the running back from Houston, he still continues to amaze.
Right.
And is playing some pretty good football as well.
Yeah, shout out to them
But,
Cyclones.
the Raiders trying to get on the right track. They started off rough. They trying to see if they can correct that.
Mm-hmm. And then the thing is, we know as of right now, this is all up in the air. But of course, Davis Mills is still fighting for them to not draft another quarterback somewhere in this draft coming up. I mean,
Hey, if they get 1 or 2, they draft.
they drafted. Yeah, they might get your boy Joe.
Sorry, Davis. Hey, whoever gets C.J. Stroud, they getting the winner, man. I'm telling you, he the best quarterback coming out
Okay,
by far to me.
that's word. So next up on the list of games, we got the Packers and Commanders now.
No. We got Titans Colts, my boy.
Titans Colts 1910.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, you could have skipped them.
Listen, man.
Derrick Henry.
I'm gonna say it right
30
now.
carries.
I'm gonna say it right now. I'm disappointed in the Matt Ryan experiment right now.
He done now.
And they're gonna start.
Sam. We
don't even know his name.
I didn't know it was from injury though. I thought it was like his
Injury?
performance.
But
It was from injury.
It's from injury, but although it's from injury,
His performance.
you might
Not enough to mention right now.
You might have tried to do something to him, but it's Matt Ryan. You got to give him respect. A perennial player who ends up, you know what I'm saying, all NFL first team, second team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, multiple Pro Bowls, almost won the Super Bowl, had the play calling been different. You know what I'm saying?
Formerly
But if was a fifth, then we'd all be drunk.
But I ain't gonna put all the blame on Matt Ryan.
Definitely not.
When you look, you say who's my best players on offense, Jonathan Taylor,
and he's out.
Just came back. This
he
game
was out.
from multiple weeks missing. You think about the defense. Who's my best player? Shaquille Leonard, still missing. You know what I'm saying, with a concussion and a nose injury and a back injury as well. So you missing your best player on offense. You're missing your best player on defense. You're not gonna. Not too many teams are gonna overcome that. When you're the quarterback, unfortunately, when you're losing, you get most of the blame, and that's what's happening in Indianapolis, man. We'll see what the backup can do.
You see how your face looks? I did. I was like, man, is that? Ain't no way. He was there. But anyway,
next, what we got on the list?
Yeah. All right. So,
hey,
the Matt Ryan experiment is definitely not. I mean, I feel. Okay, I looked at the guy's stats. He didn't throw a pick all preseason. One game he was like 20 for 29 for 268 yards, 2 touchdowns. Another game he didn't throw quite as much. I want to say 10 for 19, something like that. 178 yards, something like that. He basically commanded the offense from what Frank Wright basically is I guess he's seeing something. I think he's seeing something. I think he's the guy's commanding the offense. I think Matt Ryan is regressing. They're still looking at the same statue in the pocket, and it's not. This is something that he should be taking advantage of. I understand with the injuries and everything, but I think he still should be taking advantage of. Not if you can come back. This looks just like the Atlanta Falcons, but they wearing blue and white jerseys. I'm sorry.
Makes a lot of sense to me, Jay. That analogy makes a whole lot of sense.
Coming back at the end of games,
right?
Throwing every. I think it's. I don't know. We'll see.
The other game, he nearly threw his arm off. I swear he had like 54 attempts or something crazy.
He just had 44 against the Titans. He was 33 for 44 though. Not too bad. But I mean, when you're the Colts, man, who's scared of the Colts receivers, man? They throw to the tight ends more than the receivers.
Yeah, I was just about to say, their tight ends get worse.
I ain't gonna lie, he was 33 for 44.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. But in a losing effort,
10 points. Offense scored
against
3.
The Titans, but that's like the hardest team to beat.
I think the offense scored 3 points though. I think the touchdown they had was a pick 6, I believe. So it's like, man, you're not the 33 for 44 is good percentage wise.
Yeah,
but you didn't put any points up.
Titans is the hardest team to beat.
Nothing.
Yeah,
no, man.
They really are.
They had a touchdown. He threw for a touchdown.
They really are, man.
He threw to Paris Campbell for a touchdown.
Well,
I know we got the Bills and all whatever, Chiefs or whatever.
Right.
But the Titans are hard to beat.
When they start just running, when they just start handing it to that beast, man, it's really hard to get
and listen to
overcome that.
When it's the second half of the season, Joe, I think that's really
that's what's scary about them. They started off bad.
It's just division matchup. I mean, division matchups
are always
that tight.
Y'all played them this year?
Who?
Y'all played them this year, right?
We played y'all.
Y'all definitely gonna
play
get
that.
We about to talk about that high heat. We about to talk about that high heat right now with the next game. We
Somebody
talking
pass
about
me a Heineken.
We talking about Packers and Commanders, and our resident commander on staff, Chief General Jay. Tell us about this W that you stole from possibly the best quarterback ever.
Man, Packers trash this year, bro. That's why they won.
He's not the best.
Now I get it. You got the ski mask on because y'all stole a win.
Packers trash.
I got it. I figured it out.
Hey man, we beat some trash teams this year.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you got to beat. You got to beat who you need to beat.
We beat some trash teams. We just took advantage of the trash teams, and that's just the way it is.
I understand.
You took
Packers trash this year, though.
Took advantage of Aaron
Don't be
Rodgers.
too happy.
We got in there. We definitely stole one.
Okay.
It's kind of frustrating because this is Brian Robinson's like 3rd week of preseason, if you want to look at it.
Right. He just getting warmed up, coming back from injury and stuff.
So I'm kind of liking the little bit of the Robinson. Like I'm saying, Gibson catching out of the backfield, but everybody's. I think the doghouse comments, the things that was said about Gibson I think they were basically a reflection of him not being happy with Carson Wentz being the quarterback.
Wow.
We'll see. They look rather spirited out there. He didn't look like somebody else in the doghouse with Heineke out there.
Mm-hmm.
He was basically in the offense used as, like I mentioned, basically catching out of the backfield. I think they're going to open up more. But, I mean, we stole one. I mean, that defensive line, like, you're not just going to say, hey, you saw it against the Bears game. Like, how many end zone, attempts did they have, goal line attempts? You're just not going to run in there, run through that defensive line like that. So that at least makes up for half of the battle.
And we still missing your boy. He's not quite back yet, right? He had a setback. Chase had a setback or whatever. So we still waiting on him to get 100%. So yeah, that's a big deal with y'all defensive line, bro.
And they're like number 4 against the, they like the number 4 pass defense in the league. From what they're saying, stats wise. I don't know. I think Heineke, give him a few more weeks. He actually is, Scott Turner, which is North Turner's son.
Mm-hmm.
He had time under North Turner,
right?
So this is probably a good adaptation for him. We'll see.
Question, man. As our resident commander in chief, is this the end of the Carson Wentz experiment?
Yeah, I think.
Okay,
it was
can
always
he go somewhere else maybe one day?
I always thought it depended on injury. He's just one of those guys that as soon as you get hurt, you can lose your job. And I'm not gonna say I'm fine with that. Sad to see him get hurt, but there's just it happens along the season. You have guys that every year it's the same thing. It's a nagging injury. You got. I hate to. Keenan Allen is one of those guys right now for me.
Yeah, Keenan
Allen.
And
there's more guys out there. I'm just throwing him out there as an example.
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen is one of those guys.
He missed like 2-3 weeks.
He misses a lot, due to injury. And there's a lot of guys that just follow that pattern like every year. Like Julio Jones. Anybody what is he doing right now? He playing on the team?
He's hurt right now. Knee injury.
Oh.
He looked like he was on fire for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, they starting to call him Herdio.
But that's the thing, like, that's the thing. We all can go out there. If somebody says, "Hey, meet me out on the track. We're gonna run some sprints." We gonna look good for about good 2 sprints. You know what I'm saying? We gonna look good, look like we doing something. But
we gonna be pumping too. We gonna be.
And I think that's the same thing. Just like you playing the game. It's like you playing 2K.
Right.
You start out 2K, your first quarter, your third quarter. It's your freshest time of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's fresh. You know what I'm saying? Just like the beginning of the NFL season, everybody's fresh. Then when everything starts settling in, people start dropping like flies.
Yeah, touching back to this Washington thing, I think Wentz's time is over, man. Heineke, he's been in the system longer, understands the system. Actually looking for Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin with 5 catches, 73 yards, touchdown. Wentz really was kind of spreading the ball around, but I mean, when you pay a guy like Terry McLaurin that money, you make sure he gets that ball.
You get the ball, bro.
Heineke's going to make sure that happens.
Mm-hmm.
That Gibson-Robinson 1-2 tandem is paying off. I think McKissick taking more of a back seat, and they're letting Gibson take over those third downs a little bit and being able to passing down. That's beneficial. Good win by the Commanders. Aaron Rodgers, not too bad of a game. 23 for 35, 99 rating, quarterback rating.
Right.
But when you have a running back tandem like Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, and you combine for freaking 38 rush yards.
What?
On 12 carries, that's unacceptable.
Unacceptable, G.
You know what I'm saying? Aaron Jones, 8 carries for 23 yards. A.J. Dillon, 4 carries for 15 yards. When you don't have receivers, like, why is that a thing?
I feel you on that, Joe.
So kudos to the Commanders for stopping that run and making Aaron Rodgers have a couple of fumbles. Hey, good win.
I was about to say, yeah, that fumble played a big part into it. And then also, man, you mentioned the tandem at running back.
Yeah,
for the Green Bay Packers.
It was killing it last year, but this year,
why don't they play? Like, they play. All right, you know what? It's a good way. They play like they got Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, but right now this ain't 2015, 15, 16, 17 riders at quarterback.
Feel like it's Devontae gone. That's all this is. Devontae's gone. They have no number
Valdez
one.
Scantling going. Valdez Scantling make a deal, make a difference too. Shoot.
Yeah, that too. And
cannot.
Lazard can't stay healthy. If I'm the Packers, Packers better be on the phone trying to get Jerry Jeudy or Chase Claypool in there.
Randall Cobb he's
hurt.
old school, but he's
He had a high
gone.
ankle sprain. Yeah, man, they banged up left and right.
Right. Well,
Cannot wait to see this Cowboys Packers matchup. I think is going to hold the cold today.
that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, so
G-Man.
next up, man, we going
Jaguar.
back to the NFC East. No longer the NFC least. Hey man, Trevor, put the camera on you so you can talk about your game, bruh. Tell us what happened with these boys, man. Because I know you know. You understand?
I ain't putting the camera on.
You don't want to see. All right, look, man. So we got we got Daniel Jones, aka Danny Dimes, aka porn star. You know what I'm saying? Out here getting them right in New York.
Nah, hold on. You thinking about Jimmy Garoppolo?
Never mind. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, Daniel was out here doing his thing, and then of course, you know what I'm saying. And then of course, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like, what happened with the matchup with your team this weekend?
We beat ourselves, man.
Put those same uniforms on.
We beat ourselves, man.
I
mean, I'll tell you one thing they did. Though. They took a page out of the Eagles playbook, doing a lot of read option with Saquon and Daniel Jones. And, we bid on Saquon a lot.
And it worked,
Yeah, so Daniel Jones was doing his thing.
Jones.
But at the same time, we still could have won that game. Like, we lost that game, man.
Okay.
We lost that game.
That's what's
like,
up.
and then at the last play of the game, we was like on the 20.
That was 1 yard short. Yeah,
that would have been it.
Kirk could have got in there. Yeah,
that would have been the game.
That was a good defensive stand, but that was a good play.
That was a great tackle, man.
Wish you would have ran a little deeper of a route.
Yeah,
it would have been a little bit more entertaining.
And I'm gonna say this right here. Kayvon Thibodeau has been exhibiting that thing that they put on
Chase Dollar, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. He's been, when they got those draft sheets and they got, what he does, plays through the whistle, high motor. Like, Kayvon Thibodeau has been doing that. He's been earning that top high draft pick status. And I want to give him a big shout out because, of course, sometimes with some players some players it clicks immediately, but like some of them it takes a little while. And I think he's coming into his own as a pass rusher for the Giants defensive line. I've been looking at a lot of other blogs and news sites as far as sports go. CBS Sports, big shouts out to them. Big shouts to my Uncle Shay. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Shannon Sharp with a do-do. You know what I'm saying? Kayvon Thibodeau has been exhibiting, high quality defensive ingenuity. And what they mean is, an array of line moves off the line. You know what I mean? Not just a bull rush, but maybe a spin move. Not just a spin move this way, clockwise, but counterclockwise. Not just using his right hand, but his left hand. Not just being able to take the chip off the line, but also deal with the tackle when the ball is high. It sounds like I know a lot of these things, but when you watch the game, like after you hear it one week and they show it to you, when you watch the game live and you're seeing it in action,
I watched it live. Yeah. The ball was supposed to lose.
I know.
we let them beat us,
let
man.
Them off the hook.
We let them off the hook, man. For real, man. Shout out to what is Dennis Dennis
Allen.
Green?
Yeah,
Green. Yeah,
Dennis
Green.
But like honestly, and then ETN, we don't got James Robinson no more. We don't got James Robinson no more, man.
Right.
Please stop fumbling, bro. Please,
oh yeah, that the big.
They giving you the ball now. It's in your hands. Stop fumbling.
Who did he chase down? Who did
ETN.
Thibodeau chased down ETN.
But that was in the fumble one.
No, that wasn't
that was a good play.
But Thibodeau, that's a big dude chasing that man down, bro.
Yeah, but once again, man, the Giants sticking with what they know best, sticking with the recipe that's winning, that has them at 6-1.
Yeah.
Feed Saquon. Let Daniel run a little bit, man. Saquon with 24 carries, 110 yards. Daniel Jones with 11 carries, 107 yards. 9.7 yards average or carry for Daniel Jones.
That's crazy.
Gashing you with the run and playing some solid defense, man. Got him another win. 6-1 Giants. Who would have thought?
Hey, Coach Joey. Coach Joey and Jay, are we going to go ahead and say that Saquon is pretty much the comeback player of the year?
Comeback player of the year, check. actually in MVP. To me, he a top 3 candidate for MVP right now. Offensive player of the year, probably,
possibly, yeah,
and a top 3 MVP player right now. As of now, through 7 weeks of football, it's only a couple. Josh Allen and maybe Mahomes, you can say, are playing better football from an individual standpoint than Saquon.
I like that, man.
You know?
I like that. Jay, you agree with that, man? Possibly top 3 candidate for MVP, comeback player of the year, Saquon Barkley.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can say maybe. I'm thinking of. I could think of a couple more candidates. A couple more.
It's a few out there, but I'd put him top 5. Top 5.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's definitely number one comeback. Of course.
Comeback player. Yeah, he got that one.
Yeah.
But MVP wise, I put him top 5, man. What we got up next?
I give Jalen Hurts MVP right now.
Hurts, Saquon, Lamar,
Josh Allen.
Lamar, bro. Stop.
He started off hot, but Lamar been fading a little bit.
MVP?
Wait till we get to this. What's the next game? Let's talk about
what we got next on the list, baby.
What's
next on the list, man?
All right, so we got the
Cowboys, Lions.
Now this is the story, all about how my life got flipped straight upside down. No, but seriously though, Cowboy fans are everywhere. And they've been clamoring for the return of their quarterback Dak Prescott since my man Cooper Rush took a loss. And I'm gonna say this right now: if you're a Cowboy fan, please be quiet. Why? Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Y'all had a blessing in disguise fall out of the sky into your lap, and his name was Cooper Rush. All right, name was Cooper Rush. Who would have thought that you would have won 4 games? He lost 1 game, bruh. 1. And guess what? Right after that, the quarterback is fully healed, ready to come back, prepared, and won the game for y'all, man. So I'm going to just run through it real quick. You know what I mean? So, of course, Dak Prescott made his return that day. And what we got going on is Dak was actually looking very much Dak-like. Okay, we got him doing 19 to 25 with 76% completion. He threw for 207 yards and 1 touchdown and a QBR of 55. Now, the QBR rating is a little deceiving in the sense of saying, this is first game back, possibly you got to get that first. Everybody always says, when you listen to professional athletes, you're coming back from a big injury. You got to get that first kind of jarring hit out the way, and you feel all right. And I looked at it, and Dak actually looked very well coming back. The spin was on the ball. They kept emphasizing the spin rate on the ball because, of course, with that thumb on his throwing hand, you know what I'm saying, when the ball's coming out, that is what gives it the velocity if he's putting his hip into it. No hip, no thumb. No ball going down the field at a fast rate of speed. I didn't know that, but that's a physics lesson right there for you if you didn't know. And then at the same time, you know what I'm saying? When you playing against a defense like the Lions,
the worst defense in the
league. Right, I was about to say, when you playing against a defense like the Lions,
I thought they were gonna put up way more points than what they put up.
Exactly. It's not a catch-22, but it's a trial run. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna put you in there against what's with Von Miller and the Buffalo Bills. We ain't gonna put you in there, but we gonna put you in there against Detroit. Hey, how you feel about that? Yeah, I'm gonna come back, coach. I got you. Don't even worry about it.
I feel like they made the right decision. Even when Cooper Rush was in there, they wasn't scoring that much points. They was winning. But it really wasn't scoring.
Cooper Rush wasn't losing them the game. That's the point.
Dak didn't either.
Their defenses was winning them the games. Exactly. Gonna be honest. Yeah. Still got a long ways to go on offense if I'm a Cowboys fan or just a casual NFL fan watching the Cowboys. The offense has a long way to go. Dak has been making comments while Cooper Rush was quarterbacking, saying, "Hey, the offense could be so much more better
if he was in there."
And basically, it looked the same. A little bit of rushing and paired by phenomenal defense, and you not scoring a lot of points on offense. Kudos to the defense of Dallas. It's going to be coming to time where y'all play a couple of teams who has a nice offense where you're going to have to score points. So eventually they're going to have to get it together. And
let's see if what's his name? They play the Bears next. Let's see if Justin Fields can break that barrier.
Yeah, we'll see.
In Jerry's world.
Speaking of barriers, there was one located in the Tampa Bay end zone.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we have the Panthers who got rid of McCaffrey, made some moves, put PJ Walker at quarterback, and they beat the Bucks. The Bucks. Man.
I think it's Antonio Brown's fault, man.
Wow. AB, do your dance. AB.
Nah, honestly, it's Mike Evans' fault. That easy touchdown he dropped, bro.
Yeah, he wide open. Nobody around.
That
you.
would have set the tone, bro.
Right open.
That was
nobody
crazy.
around
Yeah.
you. I mean, let me say this, and a lot of times, it takes.
Why would they want his autograph after he did that trash?
Listen, it takes
uncatch.
They might have been some Texas A&M
it takes a lot. Yeah, it might have been Texas A&M fan. It takes a lot for teams to turn around, and those big drastic moves, oftentimes kickstart players and teams, and I've seen it in many different instances. So Matt Rule out, quote unquote, your star player out. The playbook is wide open. Everybody eats now. It's not about.
Don't know who's gonna get the ball.
Right. Everybody eats now.
Don't know who's gonna get featured.
Chubba hubba.
And let's keep it 1,000. We got to give my man. We got to give my man PJ Walker some love, okay? Because he's been a perennial backup, but every time he touches the field, he does. He doesn't do a subpar effort, but he does. Way better than what I think people give him credit for. And I've seen it happen multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And he's been through several different leagues, gone through, had what I'm saying, had the legs, because he's got some mobility in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? So if we are not going to see Baker Mayfield in Charlotte, can we see PJ Walker?
I want to see more PJ. I mean, it's gonna be hard to put Baker back on that field, man. Look what PJ just did. He beat the GOAT coming from the XFL a year ago.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Now you beating Tom Brady. Who would expect it, man? Kudos to the interim head coach for the Carolina Panthers. He has those guys playing some good football underneath them. You can tell this is a rejuvenated team. You can tell that the Matt Rule era is over. The players are happy that it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Deontay Foreman, man, 15 carries, 118 yards. Chuba Hubbard. 9 carries, 63 yards, touchdown, man. DJ Moore sighting. Where was DJ Moore this whole season? He had a nice touchdown catch right before the half, man, set the tone. Big win for the Carolina Panthers. People swore they was going to be tanking when they got rid of Christian McCaffrey. A lot of players, a lot of teams.
And Robbie Anderson, bro.
Yeah, got rid of him too. Yeah, a lot of owners are calling, trying to get Brian Burns from him, trying to get DJ Moore from him. You know what I'm saying? So they're accused of tanking, but you go out and you beat a Tampa Bay Buccaneers team like this, and you say, hey, look, man, we still playing football.
Still
playing football in Carolina. So, man, kudos to those guys. And it's a young season, man. Only 7 games in, man. We got, 11 more weeks to go?
Man,
so
listen.
Anything can happen. And that division is wide open.
That division is
you got Tampa Bay at 3-4. You got Carolina at 2-5. You got New Orleans at 2-5.
That division is going to put
it's wide open.
Is possibly going to put a team under 500 into the wild card, and I see that. I see that as a huge possibility. So yeah, once again, man, Charlotte, big shouts out to you. Keep pounding. Now let's talk about them Ravens and them Browns. Now I'm gonna say this right here, Jacoby Brissett, my dog. You putting on a show. And you putting your heart out there on the floor right there, man. You putting it on the field. He's going all out every game. But facing a high top tier defense like the Ravens, I don't know, man. That was kind of like your test right there, bro. And I ain't gonna say you failed, but you didn't get the W. You know what I'm saying? So big shouts out to Jacoby Brissett, man. It's seeming like they're clamoring for Deshaun Watson to come back.
I can't wait for him to come back.
And what is that, week 12? Is it week 12? 13? It's really week 13?
Because I think they got a bye week.
Yeah, so it's actually, so before. I mean, you can hear the whispers for Deshaun to come back, but Jacoby Brissett is out there putting it all out there on the field.
He was 22 for 27, 258 yards, Jacoby.
Yeah, I mean.
Just no touchdowns.
Right, it wasn't.
No interceptions.
He's not a slouch now. He wasn't a slouch, but then, of course, you know what I'm saying, Joe, and you've been mentioning it throughout the recaps of most of these games. This is also another one where the running game played huge into it with Nick Chubb in the backfield as well. Tell us a little about what you seen from the Browns and the Ravens game. I got
okay. Nick Chubb, 16 carries, 91 yards. He had a touchdown. We usually see a nice balance between him and Kareem Hunt, but Kareem Hunt seems to be kind of getting phased out of the offense. I don't know if a trade's coming where he's going to be moved soon, but he only had 5 carries for 4 yards. He had a touchdown, though. Not getting utilized, not nearly enough. On the other hand, the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson doing some okay. Not for 1,620 yards, man. They welcome and Gus Edwards back. They got a carousel of running backs in Baltimore. You don't know who.
Did y'all trickery? Did y'all like the trickery?
What?
Okay, so Lamar Jackson lined up as a running back and then went for like 25 yards.
Okay, I didn't see that play.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Google that one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I saw that it was on everything.
The Gus bus, man. Welcome back. 16 carries, 66 yards, 2 touchdowns. When they get down to that goal line, they're gonna be giving it to him. That's a big guy to stop.
Sir.
You're not gonna stop him. So I think they really need him in Baltimore. That's gonna really help that offense out, man. Just a typical AFC East game.
I mean,
North game.
This is one of the ones where you know what I'm saying. I don't really care who wins because they both got to lose to the Steelers in my opinion.
Hey, yeah, we skipped the game real quick.
We forgot about the Bengals.
That Bengals, man.
Falcons,
Joe Burr, man. Joe Burr was giving like my a run for his money. Like, I'm gonna throw for more yards than you, buddy. 481 yards to be exact.
481.
Oh my God.
481.
Yeah, my fault.
3 touchdowns.
What'd you call him? What'd you call Joe Burrow? The Tiger King.
Tiger
man.
King. Man.
Yeah, Tiger King.
Yeah,
They tried to chase, man.
He
Chase
ain't on
done
my
woke up.
fantasy team no
what?
more, so.
Oh, you don't really care.
Yeah, I don't have nicknames for this.
Chase Young with 8 catches, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
We saw that, and we all
Boyd
saw that
with a big game.
Catch. We saw that big catch from
Yeah.
Chase out there.
155 yards for him and a touchy.
Yeah.
And then Higgins with 93 yards. So you almost had 3 receivers
And
with all 100
yards.
yards. That's crazy.
The NFL's LSU, baby.
I'm going to say that they're pretty much the resurgence of Joe Burrow happened when he went back to Louisiana. Man, that man got a big bowl of rice and gumbo.
Mm-hmm.
Ate, popped some heads off some crawfish, and said, "Man, give me that etouffee on the road, and
Okay.
let's go." You know what I'm saying? Like I think
Some beignets.
yeah, a couple beignets in the bag. He said, "Look, I'm just going to take this type of feeling with me." And you know what I'm saying? Some quarterback analysts have
Some
been
crawfish.
saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Man, New Orleans got the best food in America, bro. That's the
You
best
know
city
what?
with the best
And
food. Oh God, it's not even close.
It's New Orleans food. I love it. New Orleans food. I do love it though. So big shouts out to New Orleans, man. And I'm excited to see what they do going forward. Because once again, as long as like the Ravens and the Browns lose, the Bengals could be okay in my division. I don't really mind that.
On the other hand, Falcons, bro, y'all only throwing the ball 13 times. Like,
They was trying to do some of that.
what y'all doing out there, bro?
That new RPO. You ain't see that new RPO?
RP no, because Joe Burrow's out there throwing it every which way, but you got to try to score with him at least.
Y'all ain't see that new RPO, so it's like I'm gonna hold the ball, right? I'm gonna stand by Jay, then I'm gonna take it away from Jay, then I'm gonna run.
That's crazy.
That was.
I know Jay can run better than me, but I'm gonna take it away from Jay, and I'm gonna take off. Okay, that's how the new RPO goes out there in LA. I mean,
Last
not LA,
but not least.
Yes, sir. Cardinals Saints
the
42-34.
return of B-Hop.
If you was playing fantasy football, this is a game you really wanted some players in because it's probably the most high scoring game of the week.
And I had
Thursday night football, short week.
They still did some trash stuff. I mean, I had a couple.
You know, Kyler Murray on the sideline going off on Cliff real quick, like, yo, I got this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was interesting to watch. But 42 points, pick sixes. Andy Dalton, he started off strong, but man, the 2 pick sixes was the difference when you lose by 7 points, man. Would have took care of that ball. This would have been a New Orleans. The return of Nuke Hopkins. Definitely Arizona, the offense was definitely missing this guy. Hollywood goes down with a foot injury. He's out for a while. Nuke steps in, 10 catches, 103 yards. He never missed a beat. Him and Kyler Murray back on the same page, you know, doing what they do.
And I can't lie now. With all of these trades that were going on with these Carolina Panther players, I can't wait to see what happens when they incorporate Anderson into the lineup, man. Into the wide receiver room. I mean, you know, he was very, very slept on coming out of the New York Jets when he got traded to Carolina, and then for a while, you know what I'm saying, was their only healthy weapon because Christian McCaffrey was down. and now he's going to start. He gets a fresh start. I got a chance to watch. Did y'all watch the pivot interview with Anderson?
Yeah, I saw some of it. Snippets when he was talking about Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield.
Right. I feel as though he gets a bad rap, but he does not seem as though he's like a not intelligent football player. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he has some attitude issues, which and some some issues that can be adjusted by saying he's maybe immature. But I feel like in the right setting, around the right people, maybe somebody like B-Hop who takes the game serious, who plays for his mother, who plays for his family, and who looks at the result of the game and technically like life or death because of the situation he's come from, straight out of South Carolina. I think that putting that type of element around Anderson can elevate the Cardinals to like a top 10 status, because it always seems, and Joe, you can attest to this. It always seems like at the end of games they don't got nothing but B-Hop.
Yeah,
and Robbie Anderson could add a secondary option to that.
It's going to pay dividends. That's a good trade for the Cardinals. They really had to give up next to nothing to get him. I think really what sparked the Cardinals to get him is Robbie Anderson's old wide receiver coach is for the Jets when he was with them. Is now the wide receiver coach in Arizona. So he went and go ahead and got him. They're going to play him on the perimeter. They're going to put Rondale Moore in the slot. And then when Hollywood Brown comes back, man, it's just going to be interesting because you got three guys that can really outrun damn near any corner. And then you got Nuke Hopkins, who's just a possession receiver.
And Cliff Kingsbury with that air raid offense.
They're going to dial it up, bro. It's going to be scary. It's going to be a good fit. And you got Zach Ertz catching everything underneath. This Arizona offense, they run more plays than anybody in the NFL. They like to run plays back to back to back. So it's going to be real fun to watch when they fully loaded. Yes, Connor is hurt right now. Benjamin stepping up right now. When Connor gets back healthy, it's going to be an interesting team, man. The NFC West is wide open.
Offensive lineup.
NFC West wide open. I don't know who's going to win this division.
Real quick. Any Week 8 matchups you looking forward to looking at?
Yes, 49ers. Y'all know what time. Big body. What it do?
Yeah.
You know what time it is. Yeah, it's rivalry week this week, baby. Y'all coming to LA this time though. So yeah, I'm looking forward to my Rams. We on bye week. We getting real healthy. We got our O-line back. We got 3 people coming back from the secondary that was banged up. We got my boy Jacoby Durant from South Carolina State coming back. Yeah. He ready to lock some stuff up. We got Long coming back, ready to lock some stuff up. Don't be surprised when we make a surprise trade that's gonna be coming. I'm talking to my sources. And we got some things, we got some tricks up our sleeves before November 1st come. So we got a couple of guys that we're gonna be on the move coming to LA. But hey, we ready for y'all 49ers. We ready.
I got a sleeper. I think the Seahawks gonna beat the Giants.
Hey, that's really not a sleeper though.
That's gonna be an interesting game.
That's not a sleeper.
That's gonna be an interesting game.
Right now.
I mean, the Giants win though.
I'm about to say the Giants are 6-1. But you know what I'm saying. Right now, we all know, man.
Them boys on fire. The Seahawks be scoring.
Right. I'm about to say if you have seen the Seahawks play in the last,
they might be one of the highest scoring teams on the low.
For real. The last 2 or 3 weeks, my man's is out here leading everybody in all quarterbacks and completion percentage and like for him to have been a perennial backup to get thrusted into the starting position after Russell Wilson was left. I think Pete Carroll saw something that we didn't see, y'all, and he's putting it on display out there.
And you know what else? Seattle, after 7 weeks, their draft they got the draft.
Oh
right.
yeah, they got
that draft right.
Kenneth Walker out here
killing it, Woolen. Like 4 picks in 4 straight games. Like, hey, man, look, the draft picks they drafted from rounds 1 through 5, all hits. All hits. That's really what's helping them. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, Thursday night football, Ravens, Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are reeling. Lamar still in a contract negotiation or a contract year, so it's going to be interesting to see Lamar, one of the quarterbacks of the future, going against the GOAT. To see, what's going to happen in that game. And then also, what I'm predicting to be the shootout of the week, the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals are playing against each other. There's going to be plenty of points in that game. You know what I'm saying? Fantasy football people, man, get everybody loaded in that game that you got for Minnesota and Arizona in your starting lineups. It's gonna be interesting.
One more.
I got a sleeper though. I got a sleeper.
Go ahead,
and I'm gonna say a game that's gonna be interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's straight up gonna be Raiders Saints, in my opinion.
Okay.
Of course, because
Jameis come back, bro.
Man. I want
a back brace on. Do something.
You know what I'm saying? But right now, Taysom Hill and Andy Dalton, they got to get that tandem together. We're gonna put Taysom in here, there, everywhere. and at quarterback, and then put Dalton in for some possessions, and then also, of course, you know what I'm saying, the tandem of Devontae Adams, Devontae Adams, kind of coming into his own in Las Vegas
versus Lattimore.
Yeah, I mean, it's
they got Honey Badger too.
And they got a Honey Badger. It's a matchup that we want to see happen. But you know what I'm saying, Devontae Adams always seems to step up in the eyes of adversity, like when the lights are the brightest, and the lights are really bright in Las Vegas. But instead of being in Vegas, they're gonna be in New Orleans, and you know what I'm saying, and it's gonna be time to put on a show, man.
What'd be crazy if the Packers find a way to Bills. That might be one on.
Packers find a way to beat the Bills.
It can happen.
Bills at home too.
It got to be an Aaron Rodgers game. That game.
Yeah, he's about due for one.
Because all I'm saying is, fourth quarter is Von Miller time, and Von Miller. I don't know what Von Miller be half sleep, counting chickens literally first through third quarter. But that fourth quarter start, man, please, Von Miller is in your ass, Mr. Quarterback. Okay. Man, but I'm really excited for week 8. A lot of football. I'm really excited.
And a lot more to go.
Yes, man. So with that being said, we're gonna jump on into that on campus life. Yo, Jay.
It's a lot to talk. I'm ready.
My dog.
I'm ready for this talk.
My dog.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about the headlines, Jay.
Now you go ahead, Joe, man.
Hey, let's first start off in the good old state of South Carolina. How about them Gamecocks one time? 5-2 in the SEC. Who would have thought that? Number 25 ranked in the nation.
Hey,
very surprising. Knocked off Texas A&M this weekend.
Right.
Playing good ball all the way around. Kick return, special teams, defense playing pretty decent. Run game. Spencer Rattler coming into his own, finally learning how to play in the SEC a little bit. So that's a pleasant surprise. We talk about that top 5 talk. I mean, we stay in the state of South Carolina. Clemson with a surprise benching of DJ. What's his last name?
DJ Uiagalelei.
Okay, they benched him at the 2 interceptions. I mean, it seemed like they ready to just bench him at the throwing 2 picks, you still stick with the guy. The replacement came in. He went 2 for 4 for 19 yards. Really, the defense turned up a little bit.
The defense,
and
really
run game turned up, and they sealed the deal. And then my Buckeyes, man, we knocked off Iowa 54-10. Scored a lot of points on those guys. Once again, the best offense in this nation. Just keeps on rolling, keeps on churning. That's just some things I'm noticing. There's some things going on.
I'm really
shout out to Jackson State real quick for that homecoming too, man. ESPN Game Day was in Jackson.
Yeah, ESPN
they actually
Game
covered
Day,
that Jackson State versus Southern.
ESPN Game Day was in Jackson, and then of course, big shouts out to South Carolina State who had their game. Big shouts out to our guest from last week, Kendrick Lewis. Kendrick with a judo, man.
Big win by State too, 26-24 over North Carolina Central, which was 5-1 coming into that game. North Carolina Central was 5-1 coming into that game. The morning in the MEAC, and we knocked those boys off, and it looked like State gonna be celebrating on their way to the Celebration Bowl. All we gotta do is continue to take care of business in that MEAC, and it's ours, baby.
Yeah, man. Hey, Kendrick, man, we're trying to get some field passes, Brody. Don't forget you said we could get some. Don't forget you said we could get some, Kendrick. We get some field passes, man. But on top of that, you know what I'm saying, let's go ahead and keep it funky, man. A player that I've been keeping my eye on throughout the college football season that used the transfer portal to his advantage, ended up going to another top 5 conference school. You know what I'm saying? Top 5, Power 5 conference school. Yeah. We're gonna talk about my man Bo Nix.
Okay.
Straight out of Auburn, all the way over there in Oregon right now.
Yes, sir.
Bo Nix put on a show for the fans of Oregon. I ain't gonna stunt. I love those breast cancer jerseys.
It's bow time.
Okay. Yeah, right. I love, breast cancer awareness week was this past week. So, you know what I'm saying, if you know anybody who's a survivor of breast cancer, any women who have been through that, please, you know what I'm saying, give them a big shout out. Domestic Violence Week, also Domestic Violence Awareness Day was also over the weekend. I was keep
your hands to yourself, people.
Make sure you're on top of that. So big shouts out to all my strong women. But I'm telling you, Bo Nix in that Oregon offense is looking like it's starting to come alive. Basically a 2 or 3 year Heisman quarterfinalist. You know what I'm saying? But decided to get transferred to another school, starting over fresh, and man, it's looking like the awakening, because a lot of times, and Coach Joe, you could probably attest to this a little bit. The play calling in college, if it's not somewhat modern, be pigeonholing these quarterbacks.
That and then the transfer portal just being a blessing in disguise. Sometimes the change of scenery can change a player's outlook and draft trajectory. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a wrong situation, man, there might be players that really could be draft picks or go high in the draft. Just in a bad situation. Now that transfer portal just allows you to find a better niche, a better situation for yourself. And that's what happened with Bo Nix, man. Just the SEC is tough, man. Going against these defenses and week in, week out in the SEC, you go to a conference that's a little less sturdier on the defensive end, and then your numbers just pop, man, and that's what's happening.
Speaking of numbers going up, so let's say Bo Nix right now, he enters the game with completions, 304 yards, 5 passing touchdowns. That's the difference of the game right there, folks. Speaking of South Carolina, Joey, I know you mentioned that one. I'm going to bring that one up. We're going to give a big shout out to Marshawn Lloyd. Marshawn Lloyd with 20 total touches, 116 total yards, 2 touchdowns. So big. I'm telling you, they playing big out there.
Man, they started that thing off right with that 100-yard kick return, too, man.
Yeah, right.
Opening kickoff.
Yeah, opening kickoff.
It was crazy.
Opening kickoff, man.
Yeah, that one.
But you know what I'm saying? Right now, it's the top 25 maneuvering is wide open. I am excited. Now I am excited about Tennessee going forward as well too.
Oh my God,
they looking like
they played a cupcake, but man,
yeah. They be remember I told y'all last week. Oh yeah, this is just gonna be a confidence booster. Let's get the second, third string in there. You know what I'm saying? Whoever, let's go ahead. But with this upcoming game, I don't know if y'all seen it. Y'all seen Tennessee jerseys? Them black and orange.
Okay.
Them joints
they
hard
tough.
AF.
They tough.
Okay, I need one of those. So if you know anybody that's in the Tennessee athletic department
and they want to volunteer to give us some jerseys,
get it.
I love it.
But straight up, yo.
Shout out to Jalen Hyatt, man, from Irmo, South Carolina. Another strong game, 7 catches, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns, adding piggybacking on his 5 touchdown performance against Alabama. Basically, it's a first rounder. This guy is going to be one of the first 3 receivers taken in the draft, hands down. Actually battling it out, in my opinion, with Marvin Harrison Jr. from Ohio State for the receiver of the year, whatever the name of that award is. Those guys are 1A and 1B right now, man. So it's up for grabs.
Is it the Biletnikoff or is that for tight ends? Biletnikoff's tight end?
That might be tight ends. I can't remember what the receiver is.
The Doak Walker is running backs, I think. Biletnikoff's is tight end.
Man, drop in the chat, man. With the
if you know what the wide receiver, the best wide receiver gets, the award the best wide receiver gets in college football, drop it in the chat. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. T Sweat got the montage going on right now.
Shout out to them LSU Tigers real quick. With upset win over Ole Miss.
Hey,
45-20.
What you know about that?
You know
over there, T Sweat. We got your boys. They got a W. How you feel about that?
We back in the top 25, baby.
Okay. That's all we need.
Not quite yet.
I think so though. I think we know like 25 or something.
Carolina 25.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. Okay. Carolina 25.
Oh man,
y'all coming around though, man. Texas went down to Oklahoma State 41-34 in a very close game, very entertaining game.
Right.
Oregon knock off UCLA, number 9 versus number 10.
Shout out to the Mullet King.
We're
gonna come back, hook 'em horns.
And then Alabama got a get right game against Mississippi State, 30-6. They bounced back, man. So it's gonna be some good matchups coming up too.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? The weeks are going by here in the college football world.
Penn State, Ohio State.
And I believe Tennessee is playing Mississippi State.
Yeah, Georgia, Florida this week.
Georgia, Florida.
Well, that's cocktail party, the biggest cocktail party.
Yeah, the biggest cocktail party.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the ones. That's in Jacksonville?
I believe.
You picked the wrong weekend to go to Jacksonville.
Damn, right.
This weekend, it'll be lit down there.
Oh, we number 18.
Hey, Jay is
LSU?
And Jay is
we number 18, baby.
Is Miami FSU next week?
Who?
Is the U FSU next week?
We don't play football, bro.
Oh man, Jay stupid. But yo, you know, what I'm
Tennessee,
saying?
Kentucky.
Tennessee, Kentucky.
That's the big SEC matchup.
Yeah,
Tennessee, Kentucky.
And listen, Kentucky is one of those sleeper teams. And y'all at Penn State?
Yeah, Ohio State, Penn State. I believe that's gonna be the game of the week right there.
Okay, and I wonder if it's the whiteout. Ooh,
they playing. I think we at home.
Oh, y'all at home?
I'm thinking. I'm not sure.
In between the hedges. No, that's what they call them out there.
No. We go to them. It's gonna be a whiteout. Yeah. When we play them, it's always a whiteout. Yeah. We in big Pennsylvania.
Big Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm looking forward to that, man. So big shouts out to all my big college football fans, all my big college football heads out there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe right here to the Rec Room Podcast. Hey, T Sweat. We got a lot going on your side of the layup line, brother. So we gonna jump into this NBA. You know the NBA is wide open right now for business. I'm really excited.
Boy YaBoyKWhit be looking crazy on every segment right now.
Right, yo. I'm out here, I'm a part of the set. Literally.
Got that Chinese allure polo on.
Right,
baby.
Exactly. So, the other day, we kind of glossed over it, but it was pretty cool. Like the homies, the home team, Jay, Coach Mac, and of course, your boy T Sweat and your boy YaBoyKWhit, we got together. We had a little hobnob. We watched the opening day of the NBA season.
Yes, sir. You got to see your Celtics prevail.
Yeah, I thought I
got to see my Lakers fail.
I thought it was pretty.
All ain't well.
and then boom, a week later, like I feel like the NBA is in full swing. Tell me like one thing that has been kind of catching your eye since basketball has returned this season. Give me one thing, Joe.
This has been the only time that I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Sweat.
This has been the only time I have wanted shooters. But like honestly, like we need
would say
lasers. Oh my gracious!
Yeah. Now, we
trade for somebody.
And LeBron said we can't shoot a penny in the
What he said?
He said
can't shoot a penny in the ocean.
Damn.
Listen,
right about that.
Listen, man, that game, and we'll probably go over it a little bit. That game, of course, with the Lakers.
Yeah, you right,
we're talking about Patrick Beverly, Lonnie Walker IV, and Russell Wilson. 1 for 25.
Russell Westbrook.
Not Russell Westbrook. Both you might as well. They're interchangeable right now. Russell Westbrook. You could get Russell Westbrook or Russell Wilson. Both of them is going to fail at the moment.
Just think about our line, like
bro, we really don't.
It's so
trash.
trash.
Y'all can't shoot and y'all old. That's really what it is.
Our team lineup is so trash.
To be real, Anthony Davis is looking like he not a star no more to me a little bit.
Because first of all, let me tell you something.
It's bothering me.
He didn't listen to Kevin Garnett. When Kevin Garnett said you need to be out there with the ball every day, that's how KG got good. But of course, you can't tell these young kids nothing, man.
So that's really tough. But one thing that stand out to me, man, is just the he already emerged, but just the world from a world standpoint, just noticing how special John Morant is. Yeah, this is my MVP pick. This guy stays healthy. He's running away with the MVP this year.
Yeah,
I mean. This guy is just special. Memphis is just one of those teams to be reckoned with. They're going to impose their will, their style of play. They're going to grind it out. It's the grind house. And John Morant is the leader of these guys at a young age of, 21, 22?
Yeah, 22, 23.
Leading this franchise into basically, being one of the premier teams in the NBA.
And it's a tough premier, dog. I don't care who they playing, where they go. It's not easy. It's not an easy game. I think him and Aaron Baines combined for like 76 points the other day. Yeah, it was something ridiculous. Like they both had 38, if I'm not mistaken.
Going crazy.
And Joe's completely right. And something that I observe and I think is pretty dope is that they're taking a similar approach to the games by accepting cultural phenomenon into the stadiums, just like in Atlanta. When I say cultural phenomenons, if you've ever seen Atlanta Hawks game, just like our good friend Jay has up close, they have embraced the hip hop culture at each and every game. And Memphis is right now, you could we talk about old Memphis, that we talk about 8 Ball and MJG, 3-6 Mafia, DJ Paul, you know what I'm saying? Hypnotized Minds, that's all Memphis.
I start talking about the lineup.
Oh no. I'm talking about like, when you watch the Memphis games, that's what you see. And then you know what I'm saying?
They're showing love.
And Jay, like for instance, at the State Farm Arena, you know what I'm saying, in Atlanta, who you liable to see at Atlanta Hawks games, bro?
That was Quavo. I actually have him on my All right, Quavo front row. Boosie is no longer allowed in the state farm.
What?
Sorry to say. Yeah.
No.
What
Yeah,
Boosie had did?
He just recently
He got reinstated.
He recently got reinstated. He jumped on IG and said they recently reinstated him like last week.
What Boosie
So
had
he
did?
looking
to
for
get
season.
kicked?
He looking for floor seats.
What Boosie had
Currently looking
did?
for floor seats.
Well, I ain't got him, so sorry, Boosie.
Man, but
Can't get him from me. But if you do,
wipe me down.
Cause
I wonder what he did. What did he do?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he
he was smoking in the
he
stadium.
was yeah, it was a concert. He was smoking. Yeah, and then I think I want to say a fight. It was a fight.
Boosie got to a fight.
Yeah, I want to say it was a fight. This was during the concert.
that sound
now.
like
This-
Boosie.
Yeah, this was
Boosie.
during
This is what I learned from the streets. Okay, y'all know about
I
that.
do remember the weed smoke. I remember that.
But like what I'm saying is Ja Morant and the team, especially a lot of the African American players have been embraced by the community. The hip hop community has embraced the team itself. You can see players like Ja hobnobbing on the sidelines and talking with all the CMG. You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about CMG, we talking about Yo Gotti, Moneybag Yo. Finesse 2 times.
Finesse. Two wood.
When Young Dolph is in, R.I.P. Young Dolph. Young Dolph is in the background of a picture of a Ja Morant Duncan rookie card. It's
With
gonna
Glock.
be with Key Glock, so that's forever gonna be commemorated. So I think that's pretty dope. Now one thing, I know Jay in Atlanta at State Farm Arena, ain't nobody seeing that organ player. Nobody. The organ player in Atlanta, nobody seeing that dude.
The organ players in Atlanta, hands down, from baseball to basketball,
Right? Yeah. Nobody seeing them.
Or the best. I don't care what song it is, they play it on the organ. Like the top hits of
Song just came out the day before. They be playing it on the organ.
They playing on the organ.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty good.
So So I think that just adds to the appeal of players like Ja Morant or going to see a Memphis game. But something that stands out to me right now is the players that's coming back from injury. All right, so like it's a lot of players last season who on certain teams would have made really big impacts. When we talk about the Milwaukee Bucks, when we talk about the Denver Nuggets, when we talk about technically for the LA Clippers, you know what I'm saying? These teams have been waiting for players to come back, and I'm telling you, like all of them have been making strong impacts at the beginning of the season. I seen John Wall with the LA Clippers for 3 games, and it looks like he hadn't lost a step at all.
He playing pretty decent.
Yeah. And then you know what I'm saying? We got Murray, we got Michael Porter Jr. Back in Denver. Jokic got somebody to pass the ball to or answer to help him facilitate. I think that was one of the things. I think that was one of the things that we was missing. Yeah, I think that was one of the things that we were missing, or the Jokic was missing from the lineup last year.
Lillard,
and, you know what I'm saying?
I think Michael Myers like Merc
J.
Jason.
we got a whodunit mystery on the set right now. I don't know. While your boy T Sweat was having the cutaway going on, somebody put the knife in Jay.
And then from the other end of the spectrum, a player who's came back keeps fouling out, Ben Simmons.
Simmons, again.
Fouled out 2 times. I
2
think last game he had more fouls than points.
foul out. 2 of.
So I mean, hopefully he can get it together. He seemed like only play on that team that want to play defense, but
And then
I think the Nets will figure it out.
And then the Nets, you know what I'm saying? It's a conundrum. That's a good word. They're
bad coaching.
They're baffling me. The Nets are baffling me right now. Okay. Kyrie? I think Kyrie and KD both had like 36. That's like 72 points, but they lost.
Yeah.
I
think both of them had 37. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 30, I swear it was like 36 or something like that a piece.
Ja killed them.
Yeah, but like you said, the Ja Morant effect is real. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else that I wanted to big up real quick, and of course they're not real big as of right now, but they gonna get their time. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming off of getting into this rookie season. Paolo Banchero, man. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Number one draft pick, number 1 pick overall. And went straight into the league. Michael, please back up, Michael. Don't the people, Michael, the people. But anyway, so Pablo Blanquero, the number 1 pick overall, pretty much coming to the league. One of the few players on a list of a very short list, like Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, they come into the league and get 21, 5-5 on their first game, on their first actual season game. And from there on out, it looks like he came into the league prepared. I know there was a big argument, or not necessarily a big argument, but a nice little, a couple questions about who was going to be the number 1 pick, last year. Was it going to be Chet Holmgren? Was it going to be Pablo Blanquero? I can't remember my man's name that went from Auburn that ended up going to the Houston Rockets. Somebody for me real quick. But it's obvious right now, straight up. Pablo Blanquero came into the league ready to play, and this is going to be one of the things that, in my opinion, puts the Orlando Magic, maybe not back on the map, but somewhere in that bottom 7, 8, 9 bracket, which means you can get into the play-in tournament, you get into that play-in game, anything goes from there. And it's kind of like a wild card. They play with a big lineup. You know what I'm saying? They got Bol. Y'all remember Bol? Don't sleep.
He had a good game.
Bol coming off the bench. I think it was like he did like 15, 7 and 3 or something like that, like 15.7 rebounds, 3 assists. Bol is a quandary of a player, because what position you want to play him at ain't the position he good at.
Yeah.
At 7'4", you want to play him at center, but he more like a small forward. Like, he literally is more like a small forward. And then, of course, you know what I'm saying, we still are waiting for the emergence of several other players. You know what I'm saying? It's looking like nothing but up for Orlando Magic after this.
A couple of quick surprises real quick. San Antonio Spurs start off 3-1. That's a pleasant surprise after trading away DeJounte Murray.
Not the Victor Wembanyama. I'm just kidding.
They knocked off the Timberwolves, who kind of having a couple of growing pains with that newly assembled powerhouse, supposedly powerhouse team. They're 2-2 right now. The fans of Minnesota actually booed them off the court when they lost to the Spurs the other night.
Did you see the conversation that they had post game?
Anthony Edwards. He had a bad game. He was 3 for 15. It was kind of pretty much played good.
Cat said some really strong things, and I think that he should, not to cut you off, but just to reiterate. So Cat pretty much is y'all. Would we consider him like the leader of the team for the Timberwolves?
I guess you kind of gotta, yeah.
Okay, kinda, So he said, man, he said, he told one of the reporters, Anthony Edwards just like got off the stage, blah blah blah, whatever. He talked about eating Popeyes. Cat like wiped his face off and looked straight at Buddy. He said, yeah, y'all think that shit is real fun. Oh, excuse me, you guys. He said, y'all think that stuff is funny, but I really don't think it is. You know what I'm saying? We high quality athletes. We got to treat our body as such. And when we treat our body as such, we got to put the right things in it, and so on and so forth. And I was like, man, that sounds like some really mature answering for somebody who's come out of, being the younger,
Jimmy Butler days.
Yeah, right. Yeah, when he was considered being immature or unprepared to be the leader when he was with Jimmy Butler. Now he's kind of like stepping into that role.
Yeah, somebody got to do it.
I think that was really big of him. So, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully Anthony Edwards takes heed to what he's saying, because, of course, Cat has been through so many changes. You know what I'm saying? His maturity levels come, between losing family members to COVID, between winning the 3-point competition as a big man, between kind of getting that all-star snub out the way. I think Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, needs to take some advice from his big bro. I know he good. I know he's gonna be great for a long time, but you can't be half stepping and expect for it to be some greatness on the back end. Ain't nothing come from being a half-ass player or a half-ass star. Hell, I don't want to be a half-ass podcaster. I want to do this full time. But I got kids to feed at the same time.
It's on the way, baby.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I thought that was a big deal as far as
being ran.
Yeah, as far as things being ran. Hey man, Jay, your Trailblazers is looking all right, man. Talk about your boys, man.
I was gonna let y'all just go.
Nah, man, we got to bring it to you. Talk about your boys, bro.
I mean, Shaden Sharp, man. You know, we talked about it. He's no longer a mystery. It's crazy to see how the confidence is sticking out to me. It's saying a lot. You go out there, haven't played since high school.
High school, right? Yeah,
really in front of anybody.
He been in the gym for a year, basically.
You go out there and you gam on a couple people, and you know I like it. And I just, man, this leadership role of Damian Lillard is unmatched. I've never seen anything like it where, you know, but only one star. You know, I would say one big star.
Simon's on the way.
And he's there, you know, usually when a guy, you know, he usually catapults his career, you know, from the slam dunk contest, and he then becomes a household name. But for Dame to have these group of guys and lead, all of them look up the way they look to him, and you know, like the summer league thing when they won the championship, they make sure they
called Dame, yeah.
You know, hey man, we won. You know, and it's just. Man, you see a chemistry of that team, man. A lot of young talent. We're gonna see how Chauncey Billups, see what he has going on, man.
Shout out to Chauncey too, yeah,
You
man.
know?
Hey,
Yeah, man.
are they the only undefeated team in the league right now?
In the West.
Yeah.
In the West.
4-0.
That
Trail getting the blazing over there in Portland right now, man.
Hey man, and I'm gonna tell you this, dog. I feel for Dame, bro, because you know a lot of people slept on his effort and what he was trying to, you know, how he was trying to go about bringing, you know, talent into Portland. And you know what I'm saying, and if y'all don't know, man, you know what I'm saying, we talk a lot of trash here on the show, but we represent for who we like before we got on here. And my man Jay on the MIC has been like one of my best good friends, and one of the few Portland Trailblazer fans who don't. The boat can be rocking, falling apart. He's staying right there, man. So you know what I'm saying, I'm looking forward to seeing the development of the Trailblazers going forward. You know what I'm saying, this season. That's gonna be a big surprise as well. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my pops, man. You know, sorry, but the Knicks ain't as good as we want them to be, but you know, the Knicks are there. You know. I got a story about this. Later, but we're gonna keep it going.
The cigar.
You know,
slide into that league talk though.
you know, anything,
It's the rec league.
I'm about to say, yeah. Anything else? Yep, rec league.
Let's slide into that league talk. You know, I'm feeling kind of good.
Here we go. There we go. Now you want to talk
trash? Nah, I ain't even talking trash.
Let's
GG,
go.
my boy. I can't talk trash. I'm on the outskirts still. I'm still on the outskirts of the playoffs, but
Week 7.
I'm coming for somebody's spot. That's all I'm gonna say.
T Sweat. You know, I see you got this scoreboard up there, man. So, run down them scores for you, boy, right quick, while I get my cigar right.
Well, I played against Sam, and it was a good one. I got him though, 129-50 to 116. 76, and then we got RPGs, which is Jay on the mic.
Sober Glasses, yo.
The album came
3
out
times platinum, man.
Sunday.
About to be 5 times platinum, man. Before the
Get next.
Oh wow.
Get next. Hey man,
That was funny.
shout out to them running backs.
That
It was a move, man. Not like seriously. It was man. With Lamar having the game that he did, not necessarily a bad game, but
a Lamar game.
it was. There you go.
A Lamar-esque.
Trust me, as a person who had Lamar in fantasy for plenty of years, not particularly in this league, I don't have him, but in us, when he's having an amazing game, he's putting up crazy numbers. But I mean, when they just run the
So
ball
you
and
get
it's
used
4
to
or
it.
5 running backs who getting carries, and then they don't want to pass, Lamar ends up with about 17 fantasy points.
I think
and
it's
that don't help
Gus,
you.
yo. I think it's Gus, man.
Oh, Gus about to, yeah, he
Yeah,
gonna vulture so many touchdowns from that in that red zone or that goal line touchdowns. You know,
wow.
so it's gonna happen. You know, Lamar is one of those guys. I love to watch him play, but when it's fantasy involved, it's frustrating if you got him on your team. I'm telling you.
And we got this old filthy potty mouth cheat code.
He got the right name.
Winning, beating the Juice.
That was a good matchup.
Yes.
It was. Kareem almost had him.
Yes. Hey, Breece Hall wouldn't have got hurt. You would have had that man, Reed. For real.
Man.
Breece Hall
Oh,
got
yeah,
hurt.
he
If
did.
Breece Hall had got hurt, I'm saying, well, he lost by what, 6 points? Yeah, Breece would have definitely had got that.
Nah, he didn't have Brees.
He didn't have Brees.
He don't have Brees Hall, yo. Kareem got
He got Michael Carter.
Corey Davis.
He got every Jet but Brees.
Michael Carter.
Okay. I thought he had Brees. He got Wilson too.
Garrett Wilson didn't
I thought he
start
had
Garrett
all of
Wilson. And he let Curtis Samuel sit. Now when I seen all those Jets starting, I shook my head and I said, "Dang, bro, he love his Jets, man. That fandom will get you every time."
Yeah, man, I fall victim to it from time to time myself, man.
Fandom will get you
still
every
going.
time.
Yeah.
Shout out to Greatness Incarnate.
Hey man, I'm telling one of the. Hey, listen, B Will got one of the best rosters in this league.
I'm sick of B. Will.
I'm gonna just be honest with you. When I look at people rosters, B Will, Sheen, and me, to me, have the best roster.
Oh, of course you was there yourself.
I mean, look who I got.
We gonna see what's up. We gonna see this week.
Chill
It's gonna be tough.
Belichick.
It's gonna be tough, man.
Yeah, big shouts out to the Sauce,
Hey, you need to make
man.
some trades too, Vito. Or real talk, bro. All you really got over there is Kelsey and Brady, fam, and Brady playing like cheeks and Kelsey on.
Let's talk about this last matchup though.
Ooh,
Hey,
it was a great. It was good. A very competitive
It
matchup.
was very competitive.
I almost
You would've
sabotaged myself too, bro.
You would have thought straight out of Tomlin won. He's got a cigar going right
Listen,
now.
man, I'm smoking. I'm smoking all my problems away right now. You know
Hey
what I'm saying?
man, good. Hey, listen, I picked up Dobbs for some reason. I had needed a receiver.
Right.
I picked up Dobbs, thinking like, oh man, all these injuries in Green Bay, Dobbs should be getting plenty of targets.
He's gonna get some targets. Yeah.
Got me a donut and almost got me an L, fam.
It was tough because, and I'm gonna say this, while I was watching the game last night, it was like 110, 111, and I was like, all I really needed was put in Zappy, because I picked Zappy up last second. I should have got him, threw him in there, and I would have had a different result probably, because the Pickett thing, you know what I'm saying, with the minor amount of passes he had. But the thing is, all of a sudden, Bailey Zappi started turning the football over.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll be damned if I do it, damned if I don't. So, you know, hey, it is what it is.
Right now. I had Ramondre Stevenson. He ran. He got me like 23 points. So yeah, man, the difference maker. I was down with maybe 12, 13 going into that game. Yeah, so Stevenson really propelled me to that victory. And to be honest, man, if Josh Allen was a no-bye week, I would have took an L. Man.
Yeah. All I needed was finally when I needed Josh
prepare for
Allen.
them buys, because it's gonna get real sooner or later.
I ain't got no more bye weeks for Josh Allen. Okay,
Yes,
no more bye weeks.
Let's talk Tyreek Hill after the show.
Oh man,
So
I got some stuff for him.
Oh, you talking about trades out?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about that trade?
Yeah,
Oh
let's talk about
man,
the trade talk. But look at these standings real quick, man. We got cheat code at number 1 right now at 5-2. I'm coming for your spot, buddy. We got RPGs on his neck, on his same record, you know, just
few
differential. Yeah, just a point. I played each other yet?
who? Me and Jay.
Yeah,
RPGs and Big Body and Sheen.
I beat him.
Okay. So the second time y'all play each other gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be entertaining. Third Sunday service church tabernacle is going on right now. Third place. He 5-2. We got a lot of 5-2s up there. Bro.
Everybody 5-2.
All right, now a greatness incarnate at 4-3. Chill Belichick. If I had to do a power ratings, you're trending downwards, my boy. And SC Inferno at 4-3.
The downward trend.
You got to make some moves too. I ain't gonna flex now, Lamar. Hey, Lamar starting to play a little mediocre, and your team ain't looking as strong. The Jack, you know what's at 3 and 4 at the number 7 spot. You got me at number 8 at 2 and 5. I got work to do. You got straight out of Tomlin at 2 and 5. He got work to do, and you got the Juice last and least at 1 and 6. You hear me?
Did we do one of those stipulations like they do on like? With,
We need to make a deal. Like if you
like,
finish last, what's happening?
Right. Yeah. I'm trying not to finish last though.
I got it. Y'all know that 1 chip challenge?
Wow.
Whoever finished chips, you got to do the 1 chip challenge. You got to eat the whole chip.
Wow.
And you got to do it on the pod. That's it right there.
Wow.
That's it right there. Lock in.
I'm about to trade
Lock in.
everybody
Lock
for
in.
some good players right now. I'm not eating that. I'm not
I
doing
got some
that
good
one
players.
chip.
Just send me Tyreek Hill.
I'm not doing that 1 chip on no camera that we got there on TV.
And we gonna have the milk right here ready for you because you gonna need it.
And we do not have a call out because the last call out is banned right now.
Hey, bro, big body. What
we
you
might let
need?
him come back next
Yeah,
week.
man, we gonna have you on we got to pre-record
Yeah,
that.
right. We gotta make sure we don't call Big Body
With the senses, bro. God, we try to give you some live 5 love and you did that.
You can't mess that up next time, big body man. We was counting on you, bro. We was counting on you. But then, next week we got some dope matchups. I'm really excited about next week. I'm starting to finesse my lineup mid.
You excited? You excited?
Y'all play each other?
You excited?
Y'all play each other. I'm starting to finesse my lineup midweek.
Okay, I got Juice Man.
I think I'm gonna holler at Joe and see what he did on the trade block.
Somebody excited.
Jay, who you got? Who you going against this week?
I'm about to pull it up right fast.
Shout out to your album dropping. Big shouts out to Jay's album. I don't know if y'all saw
glasses.
Sober Glasses
on Rec Room Records.
Yeah,
Rec Room Records, man. Y'all understand that, man. Sober Glasses, man. I appreciate it, Freeport, for letting me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the song. Freeport for letting me.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good matchup, man. All I needed was
down to the end
to come on through.
Always that Monday night game is crazy.
So the matchup's coming up, man. You got me, Run 'em Up versus the Juice. Got straight out of Tomlin going to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. For a special service by Ye. We got the Jack, you know what? It's going against Chill Belichick.
Chill Belichick.
Your team on ice too, my boy. Greatness Incarnate versus RPGs. That's the matchup of the week.
Yeah, that's the matchup of the week.
To me. I see a little Mike Tyson, a little young Mike Tyson. Exactly. I wonder what that's about.
I'm getting my Brooklyn on right now.
I'm stealing that win, son. I'm getting it.
Harlem always making it. Brooklyn always taking it.
All
right, and then we got Cheat Code versus SC Inferno. So man, some big time matchups. Yeah,
that's a good one too.
Some big time matchups, man, going on. Get them lineups right.
Get them lineups right, G.
It's Trade Tuesday too.
Hey! Oh, wait a minute. Hey, yo, Jay.
Speaking of scary things.
What's that?
Speaking of scary things, man. I just, speaking of, we were talking about Mike Tyson and that guy that we see right now.
Vander.
I wish, man, the guy that hurt, it made me cry, man. That dude made me cry. Like I wanna put this out there. This dude made me cry. Yo,
wow.
All right. So, yeah, he knocked out Mike Tyson. Lucky ass punch. You know what I'm saying? Lucky round, however you want to put it.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 1990, on this day, man, Evander Real Deal Holyfield, man, with the part in his head, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had a lot of hair.
He had the part in his hair, man, and he knocked out James Buster Douglas, man, to win that title, man.
Wow,
it was a glorious time.
Damn,
it was beautiful, as if Holyfield just won the fight.
Look
in all
at
actuality,
just look at the sweat coming off his head as he gets
only about 1 a.m. and 3.
Did they got hauled off in the ambulance?
Yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, it was a beautiful time, man. I just thought, man, on this day, he won that. It was just a great thing to bring up. I love the fact Buster Douglas. I'm gonna put this on my wall. It's gonna be like North and South. I'm gonna put like Mike Tyson, a picture of him getting beat by Buster Douglas, and then on the bottom, the South, it's gonna have Evander knocking his ass out. And getting, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just
you got the sweat off.
Buster Douglas is
sweat there.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, just get the.
I hate Buster Douglas, yo.
Sweat knocked off your brow when you get jawed. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yo, this was a big monumental moment. Boxing is trying to return to its greatest
getting back there.
And prominence. Big shouts out to Deontay Wilder, who just won his last heavyweight bout last week.
Quick fight. It was
Deontay, what's happening with you, man?
Feel bad
you know
for
what I'm saying? We salute the Bomb Squad. Shout out to I Guy Boxing. What's going on?
Day.
What's going on, Malik King Scott? Man, I see you out there, big dog.
To this day.
I rock with your with your your Instagram. And then you know what I'm saying? We got heavyweights like the Gypsy King out there. So shout out to the Gypsy King. I love his story. You know what I'm saying? Who else what's Anthony Joshua? Stop running. You know what I'm saying?
He about to fight the Gypsy King. They about to fight.
Oh, well, I wanted him to fight Wilder a long time ago.
Everybody don't see that one
when
too.
it was what it was. Oh, thank you, sir. I do appreciate that. Also, you know what I'm saying? When are we gonna get? Let's talk about it real quick. When we gonna get a Bud Crawford Errol Spence fight?
Bud Crawford just signed a fight.
When he fighting nobody.
Nobody.
No. It's a good fight.
It's a nobody. But I'm saying, I respect the game. I see on the Instagram site that he said he did everything Errol Spence's team wanted him to do. He signed off on the contract. They did not want to fight. They do want Errol Spence to continue his reign and fight somebody else before they fight him. I'm ready to see Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. I don't know about you, but that's like the fight that's been supposed to. That's like how Mayweather and Pacquiao fought 5 years past.
Yeah, we want to see that fight happen in 2023.
Right, we want a 2023. You know what I'm saying? Bob Harum, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I don't know who we got to call out. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Ryan Garcia Tank. We want to see that fight.
Ryan Garcia Tank. What's happening? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? What's my man? The promoter. You know what I'm talking about? Mexican promoter, my guy.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar De La Hoya. Hey, my man. I need to see the fight there. I need it to happen. So let's go ahead and get that cracking, man. I'm there. And Mayweather, Floyd. Somebody needs to get in there and say, look, for Errol Spence and Bud Crawford to fight, who needs the money? You know we doing it in Vegas, and then you know we got to invite the Rec Room podcast because we going. I'm putting on the Tupac silk shirt and white pants. And I'm gonna be at the
Tupacalypse.
Yeah,
slap somebody and
listen,
stomp somebody.
Listen, I'm liable to.
Everybody in all white.
I'm liable to if I'm in Vegas, boy. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Get me a stogie and all of that out there. But big shout out to boxing, trying to make a big comeback.
Yes, sir.
Celebrity birthday.
Get him. Who birthday it is? Who birthday is it?
It's a baddie.
Birthday
it's a baddie.
We got Katy Perry.
Perry, bad. All right.
And then we got Sierra.
Hey,
This
man.
beat is.
You said we got Russell Wilson's biggest problem right now. I love Sierra. I'm just kidding.
Let me see if I can guess the next one, man.
I don't know who that is.
Give us a hint.
He's an artist.
He draws. He's a painter. He paints.
Very famous one.
He paints. He paints,
His
right?
name is brought up a whole lot.
Basquiat? That's not Basquiat. Basquiat's black.
Van Gogh.
Close.
We give up.
A Jay-Z song.
We drawing blank. Go on, Sweat. Tell us. Let us know.
Picasso, Pablo Picasso.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Picasso. Okay. And then I see
It's Craig Robinson?
Craig Robinson.
Craig Robinson, comedian / actor.
/ musician.
Very successful.
Flash musician. Craig Robinson can
He's
play
on a
like
lot of
5
movies.
different musicians. Music instruments.
Oh yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm. And then everybody knows Coach Bobby Knight.
Yeah, that chair's still in the air fryer.
Bruh. And that chair probably worth a lot of money too.
I could not find a picture of him smiling.
He don't smile. He do not smile.
I was surprised I caught Bob Huggins smiling when I took the picture with him. I was surprised he had a conversation with me when I walked up.
That was crazy.
He was like, "We had a hell of a run, man." I was like, "Man, I thought he was gonna say, get the hell out of here."
I think he appreciated that you really knew about him. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like no recent.
Yeah, like you
had to really know him to know the West Virginia stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You wasn't just reaching. You really knew the deal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a dinosaur.
Count down for that next Peach Jam, boy.
Oh, that Peach Jam, that next Peach
Hey,
Jam.
we taking over next year.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we had to plug in. Shout out to the Peach Jam 2022.
Yeah.
We was plugged in. Rec Room Sports was there. I don't know if y'all remember me, but I was behind the scores table, talking all that junk, getting them scores.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? So, but thank you, Trevor, for putting it out there. You know what I'm saying, with the celebrity birthdays. Hey, man. I got.
He will. You see me over here, bro?
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, man, I know you like to cook, man. So,
you throw something on the grill?
I like to challenge you to a cook-off, my man.
Wow.
Let that be heard, man.
Wow.
Let me know, man. We ain't got to do it this weekend, but I think it's time, man.
We gonna cook.
I think it's time, man. I'm about to
We cooking up.
Yeah. That's if you ready. If he's ready,
Culinary arts
Hey,
school.
that'd be
Hey,
dope,
the babies.
Yeah, I'm
That'd be
ready.
dope to have like y'all going fantasy
But for your
matchup
team,
and grill
because
matchup at the
I
same
ain't gonna lie,
time.
be Will a beast on that grill though.
Yes, sir.
And in the kitchen.
Hey man,
Yeah.
we just gonna have to Listen.
I hear about it.
Listen, B Will gonna have it on 2 earrings, and he gonna be like, "Look, Sean, let me tell you something. This is what
Let me
we're
tell
gonna
you
do.
about the ribs.
Let me tell you about what we gonna do right here,
Them
dog."
ribs, slabs.
Okay, I'm trying to see about that. I'm trying to see about these ribs. Everybody keep talking about too.
What kind of last thoughts we got though?
Oh, hey, you know what, guys? Two things. First things first. In the spirit of Halloween, we're gonna play a game called Frankenstein's Athlete.
Okay.
Okay.
Explain the rules, sir.
So the rules are gonna be real quick, right? We're gonna start off with basketball. Everybody gets to pick one thing. We're gonna go around the table until we build a complete athlete. Okay. So I'm gonna start off at the top. We're gonna go to the bottom. So Frankenstein had many different parts for many different bodies. And the thing is, it's not really, if y'all don't know about the book of Frankenstein, never read it. Frankenstein ain't even a monster. Frankenstein is the doctor who put it together. Duh. I hope y'all knew that. But anyway, it's Frankenstein's monster. So we're going to build, let's say, we're going to start off in basketball. Let's build a perfect basketball player. I'm going to go first.
What position are we doing, sir?
That's a good question. So let's build.
We all got to do a different position.
Okay. Let's build
Let's just do
I'm going to build a power forward.
All
All right.
Okay, which position?
I'm going to build the center.
You're going to build a center. What about you, Jay? Which position you going for?
I guess I'll build a point guard.
Okay. And then
I'll do small forward.
okay, so first off, I'm gonna go with the athleticism of Chris Webber at Michigan. Go.
So we going around with.
No,
We just go around the table.
Wait,
It's
hold
gonna
on.
be hard to
so
keep
you
up.
only gonna
Oh,
do.
okay. Well, all right.
No, you
No,
build your-
everybody-
everybody do it at one time.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
5 attributes.
5 attributes.
Yeah.
I'm going with Chris Webber's athleticism. All right. I'm going with Charles Barkley's jumper. Okay. I'm going with Karl Malone's muscles and build. Right. Then I'm gonna go with the defensive prowess of Kevin Garnett and the jump shot of Dirk Nowitzki. You ain't seeing that.
Okay. All right. Hey, this is completely random and this is off top of the dome, but I think I'm gonna build a heck of a center, guys. I'm gonna go with the dominance of Shaquille O'Neal.
Wow.
I'm gonna go with the leadership of Bill Russell.
Ooh.
Give me the rebounding of Wilt Chamberlain. Give me the passing of the Joker. And give me the post moves of Hakeem Olajuwon.
Wow, that's a good one.
Stop it.
That's a good one. Got the dream shake.
Yes.
So
The up and under.
I'm gonna go with my 6'4", 6'5" point guard.
Okay.
Right. All right. So he's gonna have the shot. First, he's gonna have the passing to John Stockton.
Oh, word.
Wow. Hall of
His shot-
Famer.
I would say his shot. I'm gonna get his shot from. Man, it's gonna be a tough one. Who? Nah, I'm not even. gonna
Mahmoud
go-
Abdul Rauf. What about that one?
That's what I want.
Yeah, that sound almost scared me.
I like who?
I honestly, I want to go Steph Curry, but I'm gonna do Mahmoud. I was thinking Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
Yeah, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. Y'all
you know what?
heard about that?
Nah, he like the second best shooter of all
Yeah,
time.
he like the second best shooter of all time.
He
And
just
I
got
think
kicked out
if
the
he would've-
league.
I think if he'd got the green light like Steph Curry, he would have been doing the same damn
And
thing.
he would have been splashing them in
For some
Denver.
reason.
Yeah.
I could see him with his that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got a funny
You know what I'm
release.
saying? and he no, I'm not gonna. No, never mind. But he oh shoot. So point guard. Oh man, assists. We got shooting. Speed of AI.
Wow, good one, good one.
Ooh.
And then shoot. Man, good rebounding guard.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Kidd.
We're gonna go with J Kidd.
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd on the rebounding, and then
The athleticism of who?
athleticism. Well, I got everything from all those people with the quickness of AI and all that. But I want to go with the brain of point guard. I'm gonna go to mine. I don't want to do J Kidd again.
But damn, you know what I mean? You could, shit.
But it's probably gonna end up being J Kidd again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's a good point guard, bro. For real. Sweat. What you got on the small forward, Bill?
Without
say-
saying LeBron James one time.
I say the defense of Scottie Pippen.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Let's see. No, I was going. I'm gonna put IQ.
Small forward.
I'm gonna put IQ on my boy
Yeah,
LeBron
ain't
James.
nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
I ain't gonna leave my
Ain't
boy
nothing wrong
out
with
of
that.
Okay.
Yeah, the future.
Oh man. That's a tough position because some power forwards be like on some
small forward. Yeah. It's kind of like you got to think about some. You could think about some past players.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
And it's a couple new age players, small forward that's doing it big too.
Oh man.
You want some help?
3-point shooting of.
Yeah, I do need some help on this.
I say the 3-point shooting of Larry Bird, either KD.
Well, I was going for Larry Bird. So
Larry Bird,
the shooting of Larry Bird. Yep.
Okay.
And you
Ain't
want to
nothing
say
like that.
post presence. Still small forward. You gotta have.
Somebody that can rebound.
Yeah. I like the Larry Bird, the shooting of the Larry Bird for sure. I got defense, Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
Brains of LeBron, IQ LeBron, shooting of Larry Bird for sure.
And then
you need two more.
What about maybe like the athleticism of like Paul George while he was playing for Indiana? Because remember, Paul George was jumping out the gym.
Yeah, I can rock with Paul George. Why I can't think of
another small forward that was on point for a while. I mean, you could almost say just the player T-Mac. I was just about to say that.
I think he a shooting guard though.
He was really a 3 when he got the 3 when he got the.
T-Mac was like 6'9".
Yeah,
crazy.
T-Mac was like 6'9", playing small forward in Orlando. And
the athleticism of T-Mac.
Yeah, that's a good one because before that back caught up with T-Mac. Man, that was hard to see, man. All right, we're gonna do one more real quick.
I need passing.
One more real quick. I got
LeBron.
I was gonna try. I was trying to think about LeBron.
You gotta go back.
I was trying to think about LeBron. but you can say the passing. Oh well, no, you can't because we said small forward. You could say technically the passing to Magic Johnson.
He was the point guard.
But
he was a tall guy.
He played center in the finals though. You can give him that.
That 3 is a hard position to like.
Oh yeah, the mat.
Just like you always that position. Sometimes you end up being another position.
Right, you
because
get down
of the way
3,
you play.
Right, you get down. You play the 3, you end up playing the 4, depending on what's going on, especially in this league now.
But that was dope. Were we going football with it?
We're gonna do football. We're gonna do quarterbacks real quick. We're gonna line them up. I'm gonna go with the brain of Peyton Manning. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with the let's say the arm of Josh Allen. All right. I'm gonna go with the accuracy of Drew Brees. The accuracy of Drew Brees in New Orleans, like their first 2 or 3 years,
right?
Because it got a little wobbly. Then I'm gonna say the heart of what's my man name? Phillip Rivers, man. The heart of Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers.
That was good.
Phillip Rivers stare down anybody and play all day long. I'm gonna say the mobility of a young Ben Roethlisberger because you couldn't tackle him at one point in time, and I'm gonna say the legs.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm seeing them in my head, but I can't say it. It's
let them think of it.
It's
no.
I know where you're going, but nah. I'm thinking about Gold Jacket. Randall Cunningham.
Okay.
From the Eagles. That's my quarterback right there. What you got, Joey?
I will go with the athleticism of Michael Vick.
That's what he was trying to lead me with that one.
Give me the See, we did the 7.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was doing the 7 just now.
Yeah. It might have been for Lamar too, though.
Could be.
That's what I thought of when he did 7. But all right, athleticism, Michael Vick. Give me the respect factor and leadership of Tom Brady.
Wow, that's a really good one.
Give me the Give me the gunslinger mentality of Brett Favre.
Ooh, I like that. I like that one.
Give me the championship pedigree of Joe Montana being undefeated in the Super Bowl.
I like that one. That's a good one.
What's that, 4? Mm-hmm. And the 5th one, give me the body build, just the build specimen of Cam Newton.
Wow, that's a good Frankenstein's monster right there, bro. Yeah. That's it. Jay, take us out for your Frankenstein's quarterback.
I'm gonna go with the arm of either take your pick. Shoot, I'm gonna go with either Dan Marino, Warren Moon, or John Elway as an arm.
Wow.
I'm not gonna pick from a quarterback. I guess I have to do a pick from a quarterback. So the brain, I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Because mainly because Aaron Rodgers runs a lot of option plays.
Mm-hmm.
He has all his receivers run a lot of option plays, and the half dudes run synchronized, and you don't you gotta think about 3 routes each dude could be running. That's crazy to be like, okay, he's when you see this, you're supposed to do that. When you see this, you're supposed to do that.
Yeah, that West Coast offense,
and that takes a lot, man. That just damn. But okay, Aaron Rodgers, athleticism of. Damn, let me think of a running back, a quarterback who nobody wanted to tackle like that.
Who nobody wanted to tackle? Maybe Steve Young.
Nah, I can't say Steve Young.
What's my man?
I'm gonna go with Randall. I'm gonna go with the athleticism of Randall Cunningham.
Okay,
I like Randall. Or I could say Cordell Stewart. You know what I'm saying?
Cordell Stewart.
So,
Right, good one.
But that was 4.
He was before his time.
Shoot, man, I got enough. I got enough. I got enough. I think I got enough.
I say the clutchness of Tom Brady.
Okay.
The let's see, the IQ of Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
The athleticism of trying to think of somebody other than Michael Vick, man.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, the athleticism of Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Okay.
The accuracy of Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
And the build of.
You know who I was thinking about? What's my man name? Quarterback for the Vikings, Randy Moss.
Oh,
Dante
Culpepper.
Dante Culpepper.
He was a big son of a gun.
That was a big boy. All right.
That would be my bid. That would be
build,
my
right?
build. Yeah.
Yeah. I was so disappointed when he didn't do well in Miami. But continue.
I'm gonna give somebody some love that never get love. The build of Jamarcus
I
Russell.
swear you was in my head just now. I was about to crack that joke, but I was like, I'm gonna just sit
Jamarcus Russell was a bad boy.
He
If
was
he would have
big.
studied,
He
if he would have been in
Bro,
that
somebody
playbook,
like that can run like Lamar, that'd be crazy.
yeah, that would have been. Listen, Frankenstein's monster would have been big and huge with that one. So big shouts out to everybody with their quarterbacks, and big shouts out to Ike Taylor.
Shout out to Steve McNair too.
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Shout out to
Rest in peace to Steve McNair.
Steve McNair.
R.I.P.
That's what I ain't thought about, man.
Yeah, Grambling, not Grambling.
I think everybody like
Alcorn State University's own Steve McNair, HBCU.
Air McNair.
Air McNair.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You watching him from it's crazy. Like I talk to people all the time about how like the best players they can go from their athleticism to knowing that they can't get by this person or make that throw the same throw. And seeing somebody evolve from somebody they know, and you can do one thing athletically, and then turn around and say, I'm just going to use my brain and just be that wily veteran and just get it done, period. Just whatever to get it done.
Yeah.
Just to see his evolution, man.
He was on that.
His career, man, it was beautiful. It was beautiful to watch, man. Almost had that damn Super Bowl.
Almost, man. Almost.
Yeah, that's how I felt when we almost had to win against the Giants.
Oh, man. Here we go.
It reminded me of that Super Bowl.
Hey,
sure.
man. Hey, yo, big shouts out to everybody for checking us out again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Hey, man.
The Rec Room Podcast will be back.
Hey, what y'all gonna be for Halloween, man?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give
for Halloween?
I'm gonna give me some black and white face paint, and I'm gonna be dead presidents.
I'm gonna be Nipsey Hussle.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
gonna
dope.
be
Nip, R.I.P.
That's dope.
The marathon. Hey, you should be Lakeith Stansfield.
Yo, Atlanta, right? Atlanta, right?
You should be him, bro.
Who's gonna be sweating?
Who's gonna be on?
Who's gonna be sweating?
I'm gonna be Joe Biden.
You gonna run the world.
Nah, I'm gonna surprise everybody. Man.
Hey man, check us out next week. Don't forget, man, the Rec Room Podcast. We having a great time. I hope you had a great time. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. We will be back again. It's your boy K-Whit, your boy T-Sweat, Jay on the MIC, Coach Joey.
Yes, sir.
We be back in the building, man, next Tuesday for the 22nd anniversary. Oh, not anniversary, 22nd episode. Peace, my boy. Peace.
We tripping.
Happy Halloween.
We tripping.